is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Got a gold record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely, I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing. I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, when it ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss fish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing. I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged. This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Got a gold record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that? Choose that hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, winning ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss bitch, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. It is the Elimination Bracket Day 2. We're going to kick off this evening with Fantasy up against Yala Skip. It's two very strong teams. They did very well in their group stages, but let's see, will it be 1 HP that can take down the titan of a team that is currently known as Fantasy, or will Fantasy just stomp onto Yala Skip? I am joined tonight on the panel by Shrooms.
Bro, it sounded like the sheep crying wolf, but yeah, bro, I'm excited. It's going to be a fun match. I'm excited to see this. I mean, yeah, and Fantasy are both, as you said, very, very capable teams. But with that also being said, the new patch just dropped. Obsidia is legal. The Daroth, Alice, the buff on Angela, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, well, bro, anything can happen at this moment of time. Because, I mean, I was, just before we did this, started streaming, I went to go and do my homework. I played a few matches. Rank is currently fun to play in, you know. Cough, as you can hear the lies there. But, nonetheless, bro, I have to say, look, I didn't know what to expect with this revamped Alice, because it's so confusing at this moment. I mean, especially with that pool of blood that she does. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. She has it on the third level now, so it's very difficult to determine what and how to play with the Alice. Daroth, we still know, is still an early game hero, but I'm quite expecting a lot coming in from the Thamus, bro. But yeah, let's see how this one does play out. But also another question that needs to be asked: are we going to see a lot of Selenas on the roam? Because I mean, I'm getting the feeling that this is damage roam season. Open gates.
Yeah, I also mentioned that, bro. It's like roam damage, tank jungle. This is going to be something, and like support jungles are actually a lot more viable now because you get that flask of aces, the power spike you need very, very early. Minotaur might be coming back into the meta because, you know, his power spike is around 2 items. So these type of meta shift with that small change, we don't know what direction is going to hit. Damage jungle, damage roam tank jungle, we're going to see support. Is it going to be something weird like, bro, if I see a Saber roam, I'm going to go puke. I swear.
Well, bro, another thing that we need to add into this, right, as we do see, Obsidia is the first ban for the side of 1 HP and Zushin for the side of Fantasy, right? Looking at the jungle map rework, right, under the first 2 minutes, I mean, There's no possibility for your roam to steal your buffs away from you. So, I mean, this is also going to bring into the play of quicker rotations.
Yeah, it's going to make a massive difference. And I mean, also for those who misread it, you can't buy roaming boots after 2 minutes anymore. So that XP buying roam boots, it's not viable. You're not able to do that anymore. And for example, if you sell your roam boots, you won't be able to rebuy it again. So that's something you definitely going to make a major play into this match. But I mean, the bans for 1 HP seems to be targeted onto the newer revamped hero Subsidia Alice. Are we going to see the Thamus to complete the Trinity? But yeah, the side of Fantasy seems more meta aligned. But with that Zushan ban and the Boxer coming out, I'm expecting to see our Hylos being picked up for Fantasy.
Yeah, well, we could also see a heavy tank lineup for the side of Fnatic. We have seen them playing with a heavy tank lineup, as we do see Thamos is the third ban for the side of y'all. I'll skip.
Thorns remain.
I mean, it's open. It's open. So that's being picked up the Lancelot. But there is still luckily a few counters. The Kalea is open. So Kalea YSS might be the pick here. Even going like YSS Phoveus might also be a very good pick.
Oh, Grok getting picked up. I mean, we have seen War play with this Grok before, and I have to say, Grok is currently a super strong rope. This rework that they did on Grok was definitely what he needed. He was annoying. He's annoying.
Yeah, solid. I mean, Grok, in the start, I was like, bro, this hero is doing nothing. But then I learned how to play him, and I'm like, bro, Grok is so game changing. And they opt to go for the Phoveus instead of the YSS. A good choice. I mean, they already have the jungler for Fantasy, so yeah, getting the third pick as the YSS, picking up the Phoveus a bit earlier, secures that counter to the Lancelot.
Yeah, indeed. So, I just quickly want to ask the admin to share the link.
No problem, bro. But I mean, there's the Angela buff. So for those who have not used 5 seconds to read the patch notes, Angela, her ult healing was reduced, but her cooldown went from 70 20 seconds flat. So she's going to be more face the whole time, and the ult's going to be spammable, not as potent, but still a very solid pick. But with the Angela being picked up as well as the Lancelot, you need a very tanky XP laner. So we might even see the Hylos going into the XP lane, or maybe even a Gato being picked up, which is not a bad idea.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, look, I would say pick up the Gato, especially with the Angela. But yeah, bro, I mean, anything is still viable to get picked up for the side of Fantasy. Yeah, just waiting on that ban or that response from Gambit. I'm very curious to see what Gambit is going to be playing. Will it be the Beatrix that gets picked up, as we do see the Uranus gets banned out from the side of 1 HP? Esmeralda will also not be a bad pick for the side of Fantasy.
Pain is the
it might not be bad. I think the best play is maybe using something like Arlord. I know Arlord does lose against the Phoveus, but he wins against the YSS. So it's a gamble you need to take, and Blue is amazing Phoveus as well. But one thing I just realized, Cupcake is the mid laner for Fantasy, and Scar's the romance. Scar doesn't play Angela, as far as I know. So are we going to see a role swap, or are we going to see Angela mid lane?
Well, I've seen some disgusting as of late on shorts, especially going with a hybrid build on Angela, not going full. The same likes of Estes, picking up some damage items. It is disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
Damage items on Estes is dark system. Like, I get damage items on the Angela, yes, by all means. But on the Estes, bro, what are you going to damage them with? Your skill 2? I mean, what even is that?
I will share the shorts with you. You will see some crazy stuff.
Bro, I've seen a short with a Minotaur getting a savage, going full damage. Like, you can't always trust the social media, bro. Like, not even gonna lie, but bro, we're going to see a Ruby gold lane.
Mm-mm. Well, we have seen Gambit going full damage, and that is also some dark sus moments with the Ruby.
Nah, bro, like it works. I mean, they have the marksman in the jungle. If you look at it that way, so if you have a marksman in jungle, that's when you can play the XP lane fighter. It's not the best pick, but it's a solid pick. And there's the final two picks for Fantasy being the Gatu as we predicted and the Glue. So are we going to see the Vex or Faramis comes in? I mean, there's no other chance. The Faramis, bro, would be broken with the YSS, Phobias, Grok, the Mega Frontline, and Sustain, and then you just throw... okay, so it's Vex.
Yeah.
Faramis would be king there, bro.
Yeah, Faramis. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that does set the first draft of the evening. This is the two teams. It is Fantasy up against Yala Skip. Who will take this one in this first best of 3 series? Up next, after this best of 3 series, we've got Xenagog up against Al Cartel. But let's quickly jump in and give a special shout out to our co-sponsor, Solar for Day. They design and build modern intuitive web and mobile apps, then help you launch and scale with confidence. Discovery and UI UX to development integrations and optimization. Trusted by startups and enterprises teams alike with measurable activity, cost reduction and CI/CD that makes shipping painless. Book a 30-minute consultation at day.com. Batteries not.
Oh, to answer your question, that's a Thamus ban, my bro. I mean, the new Thamus is kind of disgusting. And, I mean, I want to see a few of the revamp heroes coming through, bro. I mean, I'm excited to see how they're going to fare in the 5-man scene.
Yeah, well, let's see how this does play out. So we are into the first matchup of the evening. Sorry, I just needed to pop up the overlay. But let's see how this quick jungle rotation is going to play out. We do trying to go and be annoying there at the blue buff onto the YSS. But now, my question is, you know that first 2 minutes, your roam can't steal the buff from, right? Does that mean is the early game invade still viable? Yes or no? That is something that definitely...
Yeah, I didn't read it as well, but I think it's only your team that can't take your buff. So early game invade from the roamer can still be viable. I'm not... But I think it also would be working like that way. I mean, they wouldn't take a major part of the game out, but I mean, Cupcake get a lot. There's a full combo coming out. Kubo with the first blood. Angela mid might be viable, but definitely not meta as per se yet.
Yeah, well, I need to add to that, right? Grok Vexana combination, especially if that Grok's wall comes up and he pushes you back. If Vexana can get that stun onto you, I mean...
Bro, there our question gets answered. Grok walking away with the blue buff.
There we go, GG's well played. Mountain Shocker onto Rin as YSS gets another kill. That's currently a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of Yala. Skip.
And with that being said, Rin is still level 3, so if they can make the rotation yet to the small horned lizard, get that farm also stolen away, then this is going to be a hard fight. But there the blue comes in with this split. Will he get the grab onto Orisku just in time? But I mean, he's very low, and they're going for it. But luckily, the strikes does not get in time. There goes Gato with a taunt, just keeping them at bay. But the Lancelot still has the ability to steal. I mean, he has one of the best retries, but still at level 3. This is going to be tough. I mean, Ruby's also there. He goes for the seal. Will he get it? Lance gets the retry gap, and the kill goes on to YSS. What a play!
Oh, but they have a top. Guardian was committed. Kubo is able to escape there as Coco Pops. The Moskov has been taken down. However, Angela was onto the Lancelot. That hard guard was committed. However, Ruby does get the kill onto Lancelot. And we will see Scar falling in this engagement as well. And Toyota, just to answer your question, right? the revamped map is not available on the tournament lobby just yet. And yes, Mockingbird,
That's-
the new hero was banned out. It was one of the first bans.
Yeah, I mean the new map changes will never be available in custom or tournament lobbies. It's only a rank only feature, so we won't be playing with any of those changes to the map. I mean, it kind of makes it weird and unfair. So yeah, I don't think that's something you ever see in a tournament game.
Yeah, no, that indeed so. So at the 3.5 minute mark, we do see Yellow Skip having the 4-kill advantage as well as almost a 1k gold lead. I mean, this is all going to come down to the mid and late game. Who will win this team fight? Who's going to get the advantage? Oh, as we do see, Gacha gets blocked by that wall and stunned up by Kubo.
I mean, Brew, this is going to be a good fight. The Mountain Striker has been committed to giving some vision, not landing onto Rin per se, but was looking for the angle. Will he get it onto Rin? He gets a knockback. Will he commit that tectonic charge? There goes into play, but there's a hard guard onto Rin, but not doing enough heals. That's the major yield difference we see just now. Scar's looking for the angle, but I think they will disengage. I mean, you saw that yield was majorly reduced on that Angela. Early game Angela is not as potent, a bit more advantageous on the map, but there's a hard guard once again onto the Moskov, gives him the ability to at least sustain and take the lane.
Things are looking very dire for Fantasy at this moment as they do see that knockback coming in from Moskov and Angela picks up the kill.
I mean, bro, this spam ability coming out from Angela is kind of cracked, and it's 20 seconds flat without cooldown reduction. So build a few cooldown items, and it will be like 5 seconds on your ultimate, 10 to 5 seconds. But there's a full engagement 2v2 in the bot lane. There's the hard guard onto Clue. He gets the split onto Doof, but Doof will be taken down in this exchange. And once again, there's Oris looking for the angle, but the beautiful flicker coming out. I mean, this Angela Glue, bro, this is a combo.
So this is indeed, will Glue get the grab onto, yes, sorry, he gets it onto Grok. Well, Grok gets taken down, the Spear of Destiny just flies past. But the second turtle does go in favor of Fantasy. Phobia's in a lot of danger here as Lancelot does pick up the kill onto Oris. This is Fantasy turning the tide, picking up the gold advantage. Just 2 kills behind.
And was invaded upon so hard, and he still got the first 2 turtles. This is crazy plays coming out from the run on this Lancelot. And this Glue Angela combo, bro. This is something I'm looking forward to see a lot more. I mean, she sustains the glue, but damages the enemy team while he's on them. So that's a combo.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, that Glue does get the first tier 1 turret sealed for the side of Fantasy. However, Ruby takes a lot of damage. The Mountain Shocker is into the mix as well. Will they be able to escape? The Spear of Destiny misses once more. Just sent into the abyss.
Angela can waste her ultimate a bit more now on any target like the Gato. I mean, it's up available in the next like 15 seconds, so it's not that huge of a commitment anymore. But there, Lancelot goes with the Thorn Rose, a lot of damage on to do, but there's a beautiful split, doing stacks onto everyone. But I don't think he will commit. The next Lord Turtle is up in 40 seconds. And this will be the make or break turtle. I think the team that gets this turtle will get a major advantage heading into the mid game.
Yeah, well, let's see how this one does play out. It is just before the 7-minute mark. Fantasy has that 1 gold lead. Still with 2 kill deficit. But let's see, as we do see Glue being an annoyance onto this Phobius. Oh, we do see the stun coming in. Will we see the grab as the wall from Grok and the Titanic charge is onto the Glue, but the hard guard was committed onto Glue. So no follow, but just off screen, we do see Lancelot gets that kill onto YSS.
I mean, the 1v1 was won by Lancelot without the hard guard even. So, Brew, this is going to be crazy plays.
Yeah, well, let's see. We do see the engagement. The Hippity Boppity, Skippity Boppity is onto Glue. The hard guard is into the mix. The top guard is does land onto 1. Will we see the follow-up? Oh, Glue gets taken down by the Phobius. As we do see the
beautiful.
The wall got committed onto Getagatcha and the Moskov, but no follow-up. I mean, Moskov, Coco Pops, we will see this guy come online in a moment.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for a Trinity build on the Moskov, which will definitely help against this major frontline potential. But they have to watch out for this Ruby, bro. I mean, there's no Purify on the team. So if they get caught out by that, I'm offended. This is game-changing. And the angles coming out of there from Gambit is currently super, super OP. I mean, he's doing the angles. The Lord is up. We're looking for an angle here. It looks like they're looking for a major mid-lane fight. But I don't know if you want to commit too many ultimates. There's a hard code going on to Lancelot. So it's a 2v1 situation there. Oh, the Rectue has been committed, bro. So if Duke can survive this will be a free turtle for the side of 1 HP, but he will not get through that. I mean, that's a beautiful kill there. And in the top lane, meanwhile, it's a 3v1 onto Gambit. So this is already a 2-for-1 exchange, and the Lord will go fairly in the favor of the...
Yeah, we do see the kills got evened out. Fantasy has that 2.4 or 2.2k gold lead. This is all going to be a dire moment. Could Fantasy try and push and finish this early on? Or will they just use this first Lord of this match and get the advantage onto 1 HP?
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, they won't have the ability to end it out, but I mean, they have the ability to take all the tier 2 terrors. Blues once again looking for the angle, but I mean, it's a very risky situation. He's looking for stacks onto war, but I don't think he's going to commit. Oh, what a stack burst coming out there from the Vexana passive.
I'm just looking at Tiara, just currently playing with Nightbots. But yeah, we do see a jungle invade coming in here. The hard guard has been committed onto Lancelot. The wall has been committed from the Drock, but the Mountain Shocker is off the mark. We do see that the Thorn Rose coming into the mix, but Doofenshmirtz picking up a triple kill. That's a 3-for-1 exchange. Will Blue and Blue fall in this? As we do see the grab was committed onto Phobius. You should be careful. Phobius committing that flicker.
Bro, he saw red lights. He was like, this is my kill. And he went in and got paid. But I mean, with Coco Pops, there's a Spirit of Destruction. Looking for the angle to escape, but he goes on to Gambit. There's a hard guard as well, but they will disengage. Meanwhile, there is a sneaky play coming out here from Doof and War. Will they get the angle? Ooh, the flicker plays coming out there from Coco Pops, outplaying everyone.
Marmalade. Pump. Yeah, well, a clutch play is coming in there from Fantasy, but just with that previous team fight, Yala skip, they did close down the gold lead that Fantasy did have. But it's all going to come down to this next team fight, I believe. War trying to get that wraparound play. We do see Glue commit onto the rock, but no follow through.
I mean, the Grok having that tectonic charge available just will be able to get him. But there's a split onto Doof. He gets under the turret, but I think Blue in a lot of danger. There's a hard guard onto him. The Mountain Shocker as well. They do a lot of damage, but there's Moskov into the mix. Gets a take-back kill. Double kill, just walking away barely. So that's a 1-for-1 exchange. Jungler for XP lane. This is worthwhile.
Yeah, well, that was a good grab coming in from the Glue onto the YSS. Unfortunate, there was just no follow-up. But we do see the hard guard get committed onto the Moskov once more. We will see this charge up. The Avatar Guardian does land onto Ruby. We do see the Eternal Guard into the mix as well. What is going to happen here? The Revitalize has been popped. And Coco Pops gets taken down by the Vexana.
Oh, bro, this is a crazy back and forth match so far. I mean, the plays coming out here between the Angela as well as that war on the Grok, bro. Grok is a make or break. If he can get his team in place for a beautiful 5-man tectonic charge, this will be a game changer. But they're looking for the angle once again. Scars looking for the backline. The hard got already onto Blue, but he gets stunned up a lot. There's Blue. Tectonic charge onto 2. The follow-up is there. They will get a double kill onto Phobius. Another one dead. 4-for-0 exchange. Lancelot runs away with the tail between his legs. But Coco Pop still has the SMG available. Will he go for that Lord Steel? But it seems like not in time. So that's a Lord in the favor of 1 HP.
Yeah, Fantasy, they definitely need to be a bit more patient when it comes to the team fight. As we do see the Zing Zing and the ultimate coming in from Lancelot. He's taking on 3 people on his own. Will he see any kills coming in from this Lance? Oh my word, Hard God has been committed onto the Lancelot. Phobius with the hippity boppity, skippity boppity. Will we see Horus Kun get taken down as the sphere of destruction? Or Destiny does land onto the Phobius.
Bro, Phobius greedy there with the flicker. I mean, the Lord is charging down. This is not a flicker you want to waste. I mean, oh, beautiful run onto Kuba. We will say a lot of damage, but Lancelot down by Vexana and Doof. I mean, this is a beautiful back and forth engagement. They're looking for this mid-tier 1 turret, but Coco Pops is there with the Hard God. So I don't think they're able to go it. But there's Sky in a lot of danger, but luckily he just dashes out barely. But the Lord is going down the bot lane. We will see the tier 2 turret falling in the bot lane, but luckily they're still holding on to this mid.
Yeah, well, it's just before the 14-minute mark. Yala Skip does have that 6 skill advantage. Rocking with a 1.4k gold lead. I mean, this is all going to come down. Oh, the mountain shocker does land onto Moskov. But Moskov would be able to sustain with all that lifesteal that he's got. The vicious blade. Let's go.
This is going to be a crazy match so far. So it all comes down to the better set. There's Cleo in the backline who's looking for the Vexana. The beautiful follow-up there from the team, but he gets a split on the Vexana. Meanwhile on the bot lane, front line, there's a lot of engagement. There's the direct shots. Lord is landing onto everyone. Gambit there to follow up. Blue gets a kill on the Vexana, but at what cost? They will get this Moskov at 1 HP. Moskov showing some Kyrie moments. Blue there to follow up. He's looking once again for the grab onto RS Kun. And I don't think RS Kun, Blue will get this kill. He's way too low. But Moskov gets taken down by War. And bro, this is a full team wipe. The bot tower is open. Will they go for the end? I think this might be game.
Yeah, this could be game. It's only Angela and Lancelot up in the next, few seconds. But yeah, 1 HP, they can definitely hard lock onto this. Because I'm an top card, it does land onto 2. But YSS does seal the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, that's first match of the evening going in favor of Yala. Skip.
Oh, bro, what a performance. The MVP definitely going to this Grok, bro. This Grok was solidly cracked. So this win was an interesting match. The first half, solidly going in the favor of 1 HP, but suddenly, Rin, bro, just showing us the kind Lancelot plays, outplaying everyone, stealing turtles left, right, and center, brought them back into the game. But just suddenly, there was so much tankability on line the side of 1 HP, and they just secured the win.
Oh, well, bro, that was a moment. I mean, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by Waylander himself. Bro, I know you didn't see much of this first match. It was a little bit of back and forth, but Yala Skip getting the one up onto Fantasy.
Yeah. So I was at work. I just finished now. I saw the tail end of the match, the dramatic fight before the conclusion, as they caught Moskov in the bush, trying to recall back to a bit of safety. But you could tell just in that last few minutes that I got to see, you could tell that there was a lot of or should I say, the seesaw effect was going on. It's one of those, as casters, you get kind of breathless because you don't know which way the direction is going.
But I mean, honestly, those are the best games to casters. We don't know where to focus, where to go, where did you come in, where did you go, where did it come from, Katna Joe?
Yeah, it is one of the more fun ones to cast. Though we're heading into the drafting phase of the second match, right? This is do or die for Fantasy in terms of going through to the upper brackets. 1 HP drawing first blood are in position to go through to the next stage. However, Fantasy, as we know, is one of those teams. We were speaking about it on the last stream. Very underrated for the skill level that they demonstrate. But it seems that 1 HP respecting that Angela, deciding to get rid of Angela right off the bat.
And Fantasy responding with their own respect onto that Grok. I mean, These look like just 100% respect bans. Glue also being taken out from 1 HP. I mean, bro, that Glue Angela was kind of cracked.
Yeah, well, when you think about it, right, what does glue do best? He sustains. Then you throw a hard card on top of that, and it's like, what are you gonna even do? What do you do?
Yeah, and I mean, the damage on Angela is kind of crazy with everything going on. So, yeah, I mean, whew, this is going to be fun.
Well, if you think about it, right, you could. I know this may sound a little bit trollish, right, but I wonder. Angela really
Your
needs
team is banning.
Flask of Oasis as the main item, and needs
Hmm.
maybe Oracle to pair it, right? Other than that, what else do you need?
Your team is picking.
Glowing Wand. And you used to need the Fleeting Time, but Fleeting Time is currently so dumb of an item. Because your cooldown is on 20 seconds.
I am the sovereign of the abyss,
Your team
the
is
slayer
picking.
of
That's
gods.
that's bad. That's bad. But yeah, glowing one damage items. You can use that to build up your
Already got
damage
'em
and do
lined up in
something
my
crazy.
sights.
Oh my goodness, the new
Thorns
marksman
remain.
is out.
Should
Your team
petals
is
fall?
picking.
And it gets picked up by game. And I mean, it was banned the first game. So having it available for the second game is kind of crazy. And Rin going for the Lancelot into the Obsidia is kind of crazy, not going to lie.
Yeah. Obsidia. She's looking like one of those very, very broken heroes. Though I haven't tried out, I haven't even bought her yet, right? I actually
May
just
the
got the
blood of
update
my enemies
while I
flow
was
from my
logging on.
spear.
So I'm gonna have to update and purchase her.
Yeah.
But my goodness,
I mean-
have you tried out yet?
Yes, I have.
Is?
Yes, I have. Look, Obsidia is really she's a strong hero, but she's strong towards the later stage of the game because how she works is you need to build up stacks, right? And they call it the bone stacks. So each creep you hit, it gives you 1 stack. Each enemy hero that you hit gives you 2 stacks. If you've got a combination of enemy heroes, it gives you 3 stacks, right? You need to get 25 stacks to get a shard. And the more shards you get, the more damage you start dealing. It's a crit percentage damage because with each shard that she gets, that gives you a plus 7% attack adaptation.
I wonder how that would fit into a fight. Because it appears that she needs to be a bit of an aggressive marksman. And I mean, you know, all know, right? You don't play marksmen aggressively, and not from the early game. Mid to late, yes. But
Call me a hero.
what's her
because I
positioning?
saved my nation from
Does she have
falling apart.
mobility? Can she reposition quickly?
Yes.
Yes. And
So a second skill gives herself 500% movement speed. So it's
What?
basically a dash without dashing. Like, interesting facts, the amount of movement speed is so high that it looks like a Lancelot dash, but you can do it into a Mincetar. So it doesn't count as a dash.
Oh
Your
my
team is
days,
banning.
that's broken.
yeah,
Oh
well,
yeah, she's gonna be broken.
and just to add to that, right? When she dashes, she's not well, she can still get caught out, right? But she counters your typical
Chivalry is
junglers, like
dead.
your Hayabusa,
Your
your
team is
Fanny,
dead.
your Link. She's a hard counter to the mobility heroes. Hard counter.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know this, but ultimate is like a Mincetar ult, but single target. So you're not able to use any displacement or mobility effects while she's targeting you with her ultimate, and she just dances around you and just slays you.
And
Your
it will
team
soon
is
be your
picking.
burial
So
ground.
I
wonder
played
what Rin's-
against.
I want Rin's gonna
Mhm.
do with the Lancelot then.
That's why I say it's so crazy, bro. Picking Lancelot into Obsidia and then a war with a Cho, Ares Kun with a Mincetar, bro. This Rin is not going to have a fun game. And Kai as well. What even is this? Pick on Rin Day.
yeah, the Lancelot's not gonna have a fun time. You've got that. You've also got the Cho coming out, and I think this is definitely going to be a Cho roll, right?
Yes,
From what
yes.
I've seen, right, I haven't read the patch notes properly. My apologies, right? I should have read my homework before getting here. It's just been
Report
crazy.
Waylander.
Always forlorn.
Yeah. It seems like I
Two of
think
my
that
favorites.
mobility roamers might be back in a big way.
Yeah, damage roamers or mobility. It's like Cho, for example. Cho, even Tank Cho is going to be viable. Like anything that can do 1v1 fights or needs a few items to come online is crazy. But one thing I would say, bro, Obsidian's biggest weakness is Vengeance. We have a Gatu. Why are we not seeing a Vengeance?
You know, speaking of vengeance, right? I'm just looking at Mockingbird's comment of the live chat. It's like, if you put vengeance on Lydia, she's just like a character straight out of Devil May Cry. Oh, which character would that be?
I'm going to link this, right? It's one of Dante's bosses that he defeats, and it's a suitcase that pretty much gets boned. Bro, that suitcase is OP on Dante.
Will that be in Devil May Cry 5?
Yes, it is, bro. It is.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
But anyway, right, that's enough about us talking about Obsidia. We
5
kind of got
seconds till the
obsessed
enemy
with
reaches
Obsidia.
the battlefield.
Into the game we go. Let me hand you over to Scout Skinko and Shroomsy. They cast the first game. Let's hear how they bring us the excitement in the second.
Well, just to add, right, there's 3 downsides to Obsidia, right? I'm not gonna stop this because I bought her immediately when she released, and I've already got, well, like 10 games on her, and I've got this 0% loss on her. So I'm very happy with this hero. She's going to become one of my mains if I do get to play her. But right, she's got 3 downsides. She's a single damage focused, and she is a mid to late game hero if she's not played aggressively. So if you're on the back foot, you're going to have a very difficult time. But also to add, you cannot play her in the jungle because she doesn't get bone stacks. But enough of that. We do see Kubo taking a lot of damage from Cupcake as the first blood does go to Lancelot. So yeah, she gets no bone shards on jungle creeps. So yeah, it's a downside. They made her to focus only on side lane.
Yeah, I mean, she's like one of those heroes that is all or nothing. She kind of feels like a Moskov to me. The same power spike that comes from Moskov you will see from Obsidia. But with that also being stop playing, there were a Mensatar versus Lapu Lapu. We've seen this many times. The winner of this matchup is once again going to determine most of the early game fights, and it's going to be the player that can press his ultimate the fastest.
Yeah, 100%. We do see that Lapu Lapu will recall there and get his HP ready for the next turtle fight. But we do see the engagement onto Cupcake. However, will Chow continue this engagement? War is taking a lot of damage as we do see that stun coming in from the Vexana.
Yeah, bro, I mean, Vexana struggling. Why is Vexana struggling? Or only level 2 now, just reached level 3 and the first turtle is up. So this is going to be made or broken by this it's good. There's a heavy spin with the beautiful King's calling. Well, they will get their red Christmas, gets the first turtle. But with that being said, Lapu is with a beautiful bravest fighter. There's War with a flicker, just keeping you safe, but he will get taken down as well, and that's the successful blue buff invade.
Yeah, we do see Fantasy does take that blue buff. Whoa, no, not just yet. Oh, Rin does get the blue buff. Chow just trying to come in and show, hey, respect me here. But we do see the traction pulse coming in from Cupcake, not being able to land onto the Chow just yet. But we do see the fight between Mincetar and Lapu Lapu. We do see the bravest fights coming out, and Lapu Lapu gets one up on Oreskun.
Yeah, so he pressed the ultimate button the fastest. But meanwhile, in the top mid lane, Kubo once again gets taken down to 1 HP. He's just button pressing to keep himself safe. And one thing I love about this, a new change, bro. War was level 4 on Rome before the mid lane reached level 3. Before she reached level 4, usually you had to be the lowest level, but that's not the case anymore with this major change they made.
Yeah, well, let's see how this one does play out. We do see Kimmy is spamming that pulse from her. She does continue the engagement. Oh, the traction pulse does land onto Gambit. However, no succession. We do see Doofenshmirtz coming in with a heavy spin. Will we see Cupcake get pinned against the wall? No, sir.
Do not. The Avatar Guardian does land onto Akai. Gambit comes in and finishes off on Kimmy. We do see Lancelot into the mix as well. The Revitalize has been popped from the Gacha. That was the 1-for-1 exchange.
Bro, and this range on the Obsidian ult is kind of cracked though. Like all the way from her turret to the turtle, she reached that skill and got the kill. So, ooh, this is going to be a fun match. Once again, they're looking for the blue buff invade. It's currently a 3v2 situation. Doof does have, there's a beautiful Bravest fighter. No, knockback here. Eternal God, but there's the traction pulse securing the kill onto War. And they do secure. No, Vexana stole the blue. Nice play there from Cooper.
Yeah, indeed so. But Fantasy, this is a different team coming into the second match. Currently rocking with a 2.7k, well, yeah, 2.5k gold lead at this moment. We will see them taking down, well, the second turtle of this match. It's just before the 5-minute mark. We do see Lapu will go for this wave cut.
I mean, he has the ability. There's not a lot. Like, Munsterthal can do the first kill ult under the turret. Lapu will die instantly. So, if he can get that played out, but Lapu's map presence is currently crazy. And the team with a better XP lane is currently winning. So, if they can get this play onto Lapu, maybe get a shutdown, it will definitely help. Munsterthal needs to do aggressive camping onto the enemy.
Yeah, they definitely need to, but we do see Lapu trying to get this engagement or the gank onto the bot lane. However, Chao does use that, the blue thing on the map. Bravest Fighter does land onto Kubo. Avatar Guardian doesn't land onto the markers. We do see the mega kill coming in from Lapu. However, we do see the Wave of the Dragon was committed onto Lapu. We do see another sub coming in, and the Revitalize has been popped from Scar. Will Lapu be able to escape this? Gacha sustaining all of this damage as we do see Coco Pops and Cupcake comes into the mix, and Kimmy finishes the job onto Doofenshmirtz.
Oris Kun is currently struggling against Ren. First, I said that Lars is not going to have a good time, but bro, he's just free farming and having the best time of his life. So I would like him to start featuring more 5-man or at least 4-man. Obsidian is just out there farming bone stacks, but she currently only has 2 bone stacks. Not stacks, shards.
Yeah, shards.
Which is not what you want to see on the Obsidian, though.
Well, it starts picking up. It's at this moment where it starts picking up. I would like to see the Horse Claws getting picked up from Obsidian. Oh, she already has it. Yeah, it's going to be different. As we see the Bravest Fighter does land onto 2. Avatar Guardian was committed, landing onto no one. A double kill coming in from Lapu. Blue is currently carrying Fantasy, but a triple kill coming in for the Lapu as Doofenshmirtz does take out and take down the Gacha. But that was all left for Lancelot to take the third and final turtle as we see the grab coming onto Blue. A shutdown kill gets picked up from RS Kun. So we will see some gold in favor of 1 HP. Yo, skip.
Bro, this Lapu is a menace, and I mean, a good shutdown with that's exactly the combo. Just a hook with King's Calling under the turret, and you automatically get deleted. There's not a lot you can do against that, but bro, they should definitely just play safe and play the lanes to get this Obsidian farmed up. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw she was on 11 shards. So around the 15 shard mark, that's when she starts to get online.
Yeah, and it only stacks up until 25 shards. And when you commit the ult, and the ult does land, that 25 shards does go to 35, as we do see Lapu into the mix. The Bravest Fighter doesn't land onto anyone. We do see the heavy spin gets committed from Akai. The Avatar Guardian is into the back line. We do see the King's Calling into the mix as well. Will Blue get taken down, and the Eternal God does land onto Lapu. However, Lancelot coming in, picking up a double kill. Will Ren be able to escape this as Brody comes in and gets the kill onto Obsidian? That is a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of Fantasy.
Oh, bro, this is a complete 180 from the previous game, coming out from the side of 1 HP, and they are showing the dominance, but they're not getting respected. I mean, bro, this Kimmy's damage is kinda cracked.
Yeah, and even though Kimi got nerfed, right? It's crazy. It is really crazy. I didn't expect the Kimi to be viable. She did receive another nerf, so I'm very curious. So you see Gambit getting that engagement onto Lancelot, not really coming online just yet.
There's the Wave the Dragon onto Scar, but his team is not there. Obsidian is there. Beautiful Wave the Dragon. Oh, no, not Wave the Dragon. Heavy spin. But there's the King's calling onto Lapu. He will not get hooked under the turn. That crowd control immunity saves him from that exchange. That's a 2-for-0 exchange. And the Lord going in favor of Fantasy. Like, bro, it's going to take a major Hail Mary, a 5-man Mincetar set to turn this game around.
Yeah, well, bro, I mean, Fantasy is in a very good position at this point of time. I mean, they could potentially end this with this first Lord, especially with the way that they've been setting up, especially. But it's just before the 10-minute mark. It's almost a 10k gold lead in favor of Fantasy. Only 500 gold shy of that 10k gold lead. I mean, it's difficult because, I mean, if we look at the items, right, 1 HP is behind on items.
Majorly so, and I mean, this is a major fight coming in now. The lanes are semi-synced up, but the top lane, Holy Shield, is luckily still online. But Kubo will get taken out to very low 1 HP escape there. But with that being said, there's the blue. Once they get into the backline, the heavy spin has been committed, but the crowd control immunity just keeping him safe. There's a way of the dragon underneath the turret, but the Kubo also gets the King's calling there. Beautiful defense, a 4-for-0 exchange, and all the turrets successfully defended.
Yeah, Obsidian finally getting that hunt of the bone connected, picking up a kill. I mean, yeah, that's a 4-for-0 exchange in favor of 1 HP. This could be the moment that the tide does turn. I mean, will Lancelot get caught up here? If Obsidian can get this hunt of the bone connected. Oh, not committed just yet, sir.
I mean, it was just on cooldown when they engaged. But War is looking for the angle onto Rin, but they commits the red tree already. So, ooh, bro, Kuba needs to watch out, bro. Lance is looking. Lance is searching. Lance is not going to find anything.
Not yet, though. Not yet.
Oh, bro. I mean, this is going to be a tough late game. I mean, this is a point of time where you can maybe start to see the side of 1 HP make their comeback. If they can get the plays, Orange is going to be the game changer. If he can get maybe a 3-man set onto the back line or even onto blue, for that matter of fact, this will be something that wanted to the advantage. The Lord is up in 30 seconds and map advantage and pressure firmly one-sided in Fantasy's corner.
Yeah, well, let's see how this one does play out. It's at the 12-minute mark. The second Lord of this match will get spawned up as we do see the heavy spin has been committed from the Kai. The bravest fighter not landing onto anyone. But look at this. Obsidian doing the damage onto Lapu Lapu. Lapu Lapu should be careful. Oh, we see the Hunt of the Bone coming in from Obsidian. But no second skill dash coming in from Obsidian with the ultimate connected. As we do see Mincetar tries to get that jump onto Bruno, but he gets taken down.
I tried to go for that flicker King's calling. I mean, if that landed, you could see his flicker was on point onto 3 members, but his fingers was a bit slow, and he left the King's calling behind. So, that's the kind of plays you want the Mincetar to make. Get into the backline and melt them. Obsidian needs to be careful. They have a lot of stuns onto their side, and it kind of does slow it down if she doesn't have all the dashes available.
Yeah, well, when the hunt of bone is committed, your second skill is automatically available. She should cast it. She should definitely cast it to avoid all of that, because I mean that second skill on the ult does allow you to go through CC and as well as
and
objects.
Walls.
Yes, and objects. So yeah, it's at this moment it seems like Gambit is not comfortable with this Obsidian at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, it is still a new release, and I mean, they haven't played a lot of games today. They were busy at work, but there's the King's calling with a run, getting blocked underneath the turret with a beautiful heavy spin, but he gets the Thorn Rose and gets out. Meanwhile, once again, Lapo is there onto Obsidia, doing a lot of CCing, but taking a lot of damage in return. Obsidia is just currently free farming, but she needs to watch out. There's a lot of damage coming out from Cupcake. There's the shutdown, and this is base lock. We will see the game set and match. Comeback season is here.
Yeah, that does take us into the sudden death round, ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece for both teams. Who will take it all at the next match? Looking at the scoreboards here, Doofenshmirtz picking up MVP side of 1 HP, but Cupcake with the Gimme picking up the MVP for the side of. My opinion, right? Moonton, you had it wrong. It was Lopu Lopu, but nonetheless, GG's well played to both teams, and let's head into the final match of this first best of series.
Okay. So this was an exciting second game. Well, it was a very, very strong turnaround from the side of Fantasy. Well, setting us up for a classic third encounter. I'm sure everyone's got their votes in the poll. Now's the time if you want to change your votes. You got this opportunity. This is it. This is the moment where we see which of the two teams will be heading on into the upper brackets.
Yeah. Fantasy with the first ban, Scar. Will we see that respect bans coming in, especially from that first match? Yes, sir. There we go. Rock has been removed from the equation. Cooper with a response from the side of Yala. Skip.
I mean, Grok is a solid ban. I mean, yeah, finally, Rin with that Lancelot gets respected. I mean, Lancelot was kind of cracked. Even he had 4 counters, still was able to make a killer play. So, bro, GG's well coming out.
Coco Pops with response from the side of Fanatis. Will we see another respect ban coming in? My question is, Hero, will it be the Vexana? Will it be the Akai? What hero will it be that they will ban out? I mean, we haven't seen playing the Fanny in this first 2 matches, and Fanny was left over.
Rocks need no protection.
We might see a Fanny into the final, but one thing I'm looking forward to is looking at Fantasy picking up their mains. They haven't played their mains. There were no high lows from Scar yet. I mean, Blue with that R-Lord is kind of crazy and cracked. So once again, with that being said, and Obsidia is also open and Fantasy has first pick, are they going to prio the Obsidia? Or do they think, I mean, they did play well against it, so leaving it open might not be a bad choice.
Yeah, as we did, Angela was respected from the side of Yala. Skip. Blue is definitely using this 50 seconds in the tournament lobby to decide on a ban. I think both teams have felt has felt one another.
Oh wait, that does not sound good.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh, anyway, Uranus getting banned out from the side of Fantasy. Going for that tank bans, and I mean, we could potentially see that high loss that you've been talking about.
But if you pick up the islands, you need to take out the Zushin. I mean, yeah, I was going to say glue is open. You can't leave that open. But, bro, yeah, Hylos is a good pick if you have the correct lineup. Maybe, I don't know if you want to go Arnold first play because they have the Phobias in the pocket and the Minsatar. So maybe giving Cupcake the Kimmy again was kind of crazy. Or even picking up the YSS for that matter of fact. Oh,
Your fun is all that matters.
1-1. 1-1.
Yeah, I've finally learned how to play 1-1.
Ooh.
I've finally learned how to play 1-1. It sounds so disgusting, but I've finally learned how to play 1-1.
And then you get counted by Obsidia.
Oh. Well, I don't think, in all honesty, I don't think Gambit is going to pick up the Obsidia again.
I am the sovereign of
Oh,
the abyss.
okay,
The
there we go.
slayer of gods.
I mean, bro, Obsidia kind of hard counters the 1-1 in lane. She hits that bone attack.
Hunt of Bone.
Way of the bone.
Hunt of Bone.
If she hits the way of the bone and onto 1-1, then 1-1 is getting taken down for sure. 'Cause she can't dance around then. So not a bad pick. But I would like to see Gambit hitting the way of the bone a bit more.
Hunt of Bones. Ren picking up the YSS. So we will see that Mountain Shocker in play for the side of Fantasy. YSS was, in that first match, it was the downside for the side of Fantasy. So Doofenshmirtz did play a beautiful game with the YSS. So definitely taking away from Doofenshmirtz, the YSS.
Are we going to see a Fanny game? I'm not going to lie, bro. Currently, this is looking like a cracked Fanny game if they get their bands right in the second half. But I would like to say Cupcake needs to pick up here. Go for the triple marksman lineup. It's not a bad choice. Go for the Zushin. Okay. So this Zushin secures the high loss. We are going to see a game 3 high loss coming out from Scar.
Well, that is if 1 HP doesn't ban it out or pick it up potentially.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of potential. But what I would say is Doof needs to pick up that Fanny. Maybe pick up the CC on the XP lane. Because CC does kind of deal, but they're going for the Midstar. I mean, Midstar a safe pick against the 1-1 against the YSS, and also does very well against Blues Arlot, which is his main. So that's a very safe pick to have.
Yeah, well, let's see how this next follow-up bans is going to play out. We do see Lapu Lapu gets removed from the equation. Yeah, it's, I mean, we spoke about it. But for Fantasy banning out the Hayabusa, it's, is that a misban? That's my question.
No, it's a good ban. It's a good ban. Hayabusa does very well against the YSS, not even gonna lie. But 1 HP has still a lot of heroes open and going to ban the Zong. So this kind of force, the only XP laners left is CC and Arlot, so they can expect one of those two.
Yeah, well, let's see what Scar is going to bring in as the final ban in this best of 3 series between Fantasy and 1 HP.
But now I'm wondering there, if Doof picks up the Fanny, which it's currently looking like, War will most probably then go for the Minotaur, which is not a look at the King's Calling, as well as Xavier with the Fanny just dashing around. Good combos, even the Badang. Badang? Okay, but Badang, no, he didn't get the nerf.
Your team is picking.
There's nothing for Badang. Oh, but we do see War picking up the Kufra. Blue currently showing us different sets of heroes.
Alright, so Badang's going to happen in the mid lane patch. I mean, oh, bro, please show me. 'Cause this is kind of crazy. Thamus is actually one of the best counters to a Minsathar in lane. You're not able to kill him at all. You can drag him under your turret how much you want. He will survive. Unless you're fed, per se. Oh, bro, I would say this kind of a good Hylos game. Even if you pick up a Thamus, bro, this is a Hylos. Bro, Hylos. No. Yeah, Fanny, we were expecting this from the start.
Yeah, we were expecting it.
Sir,
It's a good
what's your
good
command?
draft for the Fanny.
I mean, the only CC you have is small CC's the 1-1, the Zushin, small CC's Mountain Shocker. taunt from the Gato and maybe the pullback from the Thamber's first kill, there's not a lot of hard blackdown. Maybe if you get the Gato YSS combos set properly, but other than that, bro, this fan is going to have a free time. But anyway, with that being said, we are heading into the next match.
Yeah, so it is the third and
Okay.
final match in this first best of 3 series. Assumes it's fine. You can take a break. You've been talking a lot. I will cast this one with Way.
Thank you.
So we're into the game, everybody. It's the third. It is
Welcome.
decision time for as to who's going to be heading on to the upper brackets. It's Fantasy up against 1 HP. The score is 1-1. The drafts are in there. The picks, the counter picks. The discussion was had by Skopskegel and Shroomsy as to their thoughts. We'd like to hear from you in the live chat. What do you think based on the draft before we get to the actual action, the actual kickoff? Who you think is going to win this match? As we take a look at the battlefield ahead of us, Zushin Gato going for pressure on the mid lane quite early.
Yeah, indeed so. But just to also add, right, between these two teams, whoever loses here, they will progress to the next stages of the lower brackets due to Honey Buns forfeiting. So they will not have a match between Honey Buns and Aquadias, as Aquadias has progressed to the upper brackets. There's no team to go through from the lower brackets up against whoever loses this match.
I see Okubo, he already committed that flicker. The taunt comes in from the Gato as Cupcake trying to land that lantern of hers just to pull back. The Xavier not the strongest in the early game. The longer the game goes on though, and he really starts to come online, can take out the squishies of a team from a very, very safe distance.
Yeah, indeed. So, I mean, we are at the 1.5 minute mark. No first blood has been taken down. Wait, who do you think is going to get the first blood here?
Hard to say, actually, but Fanny is making a case for who's going to be first blood, goes into the cutthroat, but doesn't have the energy, gets left up, gets taken down in response. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange with 15 seconds to go for this first turtle of the game. I think Fantasy might be happier with that exchange. I mean, it was a roam for jungler. And speaking about the engagements here, there's Kufra onto the 1-1, forcing Coco Pops back. So Coco Pops probably going to end up missing a bit of farm here. It will be difficult to head back into lane. Is about half health, but Obsidian does not opting to push that wave in.
Yeah, well, we do see the first turtle of this match does go in favor of Fantasy. We do see Fanny just waiting for the opening here onto the 1-1, as we do see Fanny does engage onto Coco Pops and secures the kill onto Coco Pops. That is a kill in the gold lane.
Oh, the Crimson Lantern comes up. Fanny built up the energy, manages to escape to the safety of the turret. I mean, that's what... Oh, there's Kufra goes in there. Does have the Tyrant's Wrath available. Oh, no, does not have it. I thought he had it, which was why he did not go on for the full combo. Xavier also doesn't have the Dawning Light as well, so you don't really want to engage just yet without all of those skills being available. But yeah, when you got a Fanny in the mix, right, you gotta expect those... not going for the turtle kind of moments. I'm not saying that they not contest for turtles all the time, but it's a very strong possibility that with a Fanny in the equation, they're going to go for the gank on the gold lane. So a bit of a invade happening here from the side of Fantasy. Gets scouted out by the Kufra. Wants to go in. Does get lifted off as there's going to be the full combination. But what a Tyrant's Wrath, dropping everybody underneath the turret with the Revitalize coming in through. However, the Crimson landed underneath the turret. There's the Avatar of Guardian into the mix. Xavier trying to dance around with Fanny. She's into the backline. She throws one. And it's going to be Zushin who gets the double kill, but she gets shut down in response. It's a 3-for-3. This is... pretty much like the in series so far. It's even Stevens in terms of kill, though slight 1k gold lead going the way of Fantasy at this moment in time.
Yeah, well, we do see Oris Good getting that engagement onto Blue. However, who will get this fight as the King's Calling has been committed? The Vengeance has been popped as well.
Dude, he just walks it off. He is such a tank. 2v1. Taking in all that damage and then just manages to escape. But he is down a half health. Gato scouts out the Kufra. Kufra has to jump back to safety. No contest just yet. Or will we see the invade for the blue buff? Fanny just sticking around, wants to go for the blue buff first. Choosing to be a bit patient. There's the Gato in here. Kufra waiting patiently underneath the turret. He does land the Tyrant's Wrath. It's going to be the Mountain Shocker, however, coming up. But there's the Avatar of Guardian. The full combination comes through and it's blow up in the jungle. Plus the blue buff stolen. That's points the way of Fantasy. They're taking maybe the game a bit by the scruff of the neck. Have established a 2.5k gold lead at this juncture.
Way at this moment, it seems like you're solo casting. You're taking away all my lines.
Well, we're just looking at the action as it stands, you know. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, look, this is a Fantasy has shifted gears from that first match that they played against 1HP. We do see the displacement onto Kufra. We do see Fanny into the mix as well. The taunt is onto Kufra as Zeren gets the kill onto Kufra to 1-0 exchange.
Yeah, this YSS is really starting to hurt right now. He has picked up the War Axe, has been building the stacks nicely. There's the Avatar of Guardian slightly off the mark as Obsidian manages to escape the attentions there. Fanny wants to go in to try to get at least some farm. I mean, this is a huge gap in jungle right now. It's 3-level difference. Fanny goes in with a little bit of poke with that cables, but I mean, what can you do without the blue buff?
Oh, not really a lot, but yeah, so Mincetar did scare the tier 1 turret in favor of 1 HP whilst that team fight was going on in the top lane. Yeah, it's just past the 6-minute mark. It is 3 kills advantage for Fantasy and a 3.6k gold lead. As we do see the King's Calling has been committed as well. Oh, but we do see the displacement coming in from Zushin. Mountain Shock is into the mix. He does take down the Mincetar, but we do see the engagement continuing. Will War get taken down and Kubo currently so low, but Kubo gets the kill onto Tharmos.
That was a lot of action underneath the turret. Dawning Light now just to try to protect a little bit of the wave, but Coco Pop sees the opportunity to just establish a little bit more map control for the side of Fantasy. They have at least 2 out of the 3 turrets being taken down. There's engagement onto Obsidian. She tries to re-engage, pumps the ultimate as she manages to displace, gets a kill. Kufra in the background forces out the Avatar of Guardian, which is used defensively. No real lockdown for the 1-1, and she just skips and jumps her way back to safety. But they will see where she is. War going in here, wants to go in for the charge, does not land it, has to turn around. This is the thing with the Kufra. If you go in with that jump and you don't land onto the 1-1 to get at least to force her to use that second skill, she's gonna build her stacks up on you quite easily.
I mean, as soon as she hits that weak point, I mean, it is crazy. But we do see Fanny going onto the back line, onto Fantasy, not being able to do so. But just to jump back to the Obsidian, right? Gambit, he had that Hunt of Bones correctly with that second skill, being immune to all of the CC going into that fight and being able to pick up a kill. But nonetheless, it is just before the 8-minute mark. The first Lord of this match is 55 seconds away. Fanny will finally get a blue buff.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Well, hopefully, she does manage to get a blue buff. They were circling like sharks in the water. Though they were just on the very outskirts of the river. I did see, speaking of sharks and waters and rivers, I actually saw a video where in Durban, the Zambezi sharks start swimming up the rivers.
Crazy times, bro. Crazy times.
Yeah. They're a very necessary part of the environment. Because if you don't have sharks, actually, the life in the ocean will pretty much end. And speaking about trying to end lives here, it's Tharmos. He's being engaged upon by 3 Kings Calling. Everything comes on vengeance. Somehow he's trying to survive this, but he gets taken out, and so that's no XP laner, one of the primary initiators, and the first Lord of the game is up. Could this be a moment of time where the game changes? Oh, there's a hook by the Mincetar. Fanny dancing it out, but it's only onto the Oh my goodness, they pick up Gambit and take him out of the equation. Was that a bit of ill-discipline? A little bit of overextension there. Because they
Yeah.
had the opportunity to take the Lord.
Agreed, bro. I mean that was a bit of over-aggression, but yeah, it's like we mentioned, right? The Obsidian needs to be very aggressive, and being too aggressive at times does come at a cost. But I mean, look at the Zushin going for Oriskun. Oh, it cancels the hook from the Mincetar. We do see the Dawning Light coming. It gets committed. The Avatar Guardian does land onto 2. The King's Calling has been committed. Does close off Fantasy to continue with that follow-up. However, YSS is onto the back line. He does get Gambit solo, but no follow-through.
Yeah, but forcing them away. A bit of an untidy fight, I would say, from both teams, but the space has been created for the side of Fantasy to secure this first Lord of the game. Though, based on what's happening at this moment in time, I think the best they can hope for right now is to at least take down all the tier 2 turrets. That's what they'd be hoping for from Fantasy. But it's going to be difficult. You've got a Fanny in the mix here, right? As you can see, this is what Fanny is really good at doing. Forces the Mountain Shocker out, clears a wave, so the lanes are not going to be synced up evenly.
Yeah, well, Broken, we also mentioned something, right? This is a low kill count game. This is a very disciplined match.
Yeah, as Calvin went in there with the vengeance, comes out from the farmers, and he's still not done. He's under the turret. It's a trouble. Will he get the maniac out of the turret? Oh, the turret. Doing the damage there along with the Xavier. It's a shutdown, but it's 4 for 1 overall. Actually, make that 4 for 2. As YSS, oh, the Shocker, under the base. Full team wipe. The turret is down. The map is open. Both marksmen are still in the equation. The wave has spawned up. Does this give enough time for Gambit to come into the rescue? There's just one creep. 2 marksmen. Can they get the block of Obsidian? She pops the ultimate. Still keeps the team in the mixture as she takes down the Zushin Cupcake eaten up.
By the hunt of the bone, we do see Fanny onto the mix, trying to catch the YSS, but not being able to do so. No Fanny blue buff.
Oh my goodness. That was that wave. I'll say this much, right? For the side of 1 HP. That minion wave saved them all. Saved them all. It's just like I'm looking at the timer, right? Gambit on Obsidia. It's just like it's 3, it's 2, it's 1. And then you're looking at that 1 minion. If they could have went in for the lock without the wave. Oh my days, that was so clutch to the wave.
Yeah, indeed. So it's at the 12-minute mark. Fantasy does have the 4-kill advantage, as well as an almost 8k gold lead. Well, the next Lord could finish this game, depending on which way it goes. As we do see, the Avatar Guardian does land onto 2. The Revitalize has been committed. Fanny trying to get that cutthroat onto Coco Pops. But we do see Thamos getting that kill onto Xavier. But Thamos is pretty much going in. It all out. It seems like this is a slight rework on Thamos. Removing that clunky plays from him. He's a lot smoother. I've seen a lot of people talking about he's so smooth to play now. That could be the change that they've wanted on Thamos.
He's looking like an absolute beast. Granted, he does have that beast skin there, for Kung Fu Panda skin, right? But I mean, he's playing like a beast. Because I mean, this is the thing with Thamos, right? He's got mobility. He's got a massive amount of sustain. He does have a decent amount of damage as well. And with this vengeance added to the mix there, it's just like, how do you kill him? So Avatar Guardians off the mark, but we are watching the teams disengage. 1-1 starting off this second Lord of the match. Dawning Light comes out providing the vision, but I don't think there's a way to contest. Yes, there's the engagement here. Obsidian pops that bone hunt, but it's 1-1 picking up the kill onto the Kufra, and it's going to be 3 taken down. The conceal play coming out, but there's Fanny into the mix. She's trying to dance around, but 1-1 got the damage. Oh my goodness, King's Calling, not even gonna be enough. It's a full team wipe as we watch the funeral march here, Scarpskin go down the mid.
Fantasy waiting. Yeah, that's it. That seals the game. Fantasy progressing through on the upper brackets. Ladies and gentlemen, this does seal it. So we will see Yala Skip back in action on the lower brackets on the 21st of September. But yeah, GG's well played to both teams. We need to jump into the next match as this match that go into the sudden death round.
Yeah, so we'll be hopping into that very, very quickly. We will have to do those lobby tests and things as fast as we possibly can. So if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, we just need about 5 minutes to get everything up and running and set to make sure that we have about as fair a match as possible. But meanwhile, you can vibe out, you can maybe dance around to the intro music. I don't know if you're one of those people who dance by themselves in their room. I know. Sometimes I do, right? I'm not saying this like to tease everybody. You know the side's copy. Like you'll be listening to music while you're maybe getting dressed or something, and the song comes on, and it's just like it's your song. You're not going to be singing and dancing to that.
Yeah, indeed. So, but ladies and gentlemen, let's get that pause screen up for you. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and back with you. Just
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
that's the only move. The random guy starts line on 2 feet. The range is kind of beat smart to be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone, like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, when it ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss fish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes, to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the only move. The random time does 9 on 2 speed. The range is kind of beat off. Be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing. I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, when it ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss fish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only want me, yes, to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing. I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the only move. The random time does 9 on 2 speed. The range is kind of beat off. Be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, blacks with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we promised, it wasn't a long break. We just needed to get the ping test and the teams ready. Up next, we've got Xenagog up against Al Cartel. The winners in this best of 3 series will go up and face against Saint Dynasty to, well, partake in their share of, well, the 10k cash prize pool.
Whoop.
So for it's been a while since we've had Nigeria up against Nigeria, and this is for those of you who don't know, two of the very strongest, like the pinnacle of the Nigerian teams. And I'm sure if you didn't know, you would have known. Xenagog has been extremely impressive in the group stages. Al Cartel as well, and so I cannot tell you who I think is going to win in this particular match. So I see 80% of the votes is going Al Cartel's way. So I think the viewers have decided which way they think the game's going to go.
I'm not gonna lie. It's going to be tough to see. Both teams are solid teams, but I would say I would actually favor Xenagog.
You know what? If I had to pick one, I'd also say that because based on their performances, right? I'm not saying that Al Cartel's a bad team, but I would say Xenagog was super impressive. From drafting to the synergy that they have, the gameplay. They've got some players there like Tata, for example, Jolene, Karma, right? That Tata put on a show stages. That's not counting out Jay and Danny. They have quite a strong lineup. So it's going to be a tough match, right? But Al Cartel have been a dominant force in Nigeria for a while, and having that winning mentality does play a factor.
Let's make
in
the
the whole
whole
equation.
world
Your
green
team is
and lively.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely some strong teams, and but these teams, of course, know each other, so we will definitely see a few respect bans. But I don't know how I feel about the Florin ban, bro. She was kind of nerfed into the ground. I mean, she means nothing.
Pain is the proof that
Yeah,
I'm still
yeah.
alive.
The nerfs are quite hard. Though there could potentially be a Fanny super freak. I'm saying Fanny, a Florence super freak from the side of Al Cartel. They're like, no matter what the nerf is, this particular player on the Fanny is just too deadly. We're gonna have to get rid of that Fanny. I mean that Florence.
You want to see some Fanny gameplay, but yeah, that's completely understandable. It's like 1-1, bro. She can be nerfed how much. She's still good. Harris, also one of those heroes that keeps getting nerfed, but still so strong a hero. And bro, these Nigerian teams love picking up the Brody. And yeah, they of course know each other, so it gets banned out along with the Kimi.
Yeah, see, Brody is one of those marksmen, right? He can either be an S tier, maybe an A tier, even a B tier, right? But if you can, his range is fantastic. And that ultimate of his in a 1v1 situation, he's an absolute bully in the gold lane. So if your style of play is going to be a bit more
My
aggressive,
kiss.
he's one of those
Will
marksmen
grant
that suits that
immortality?
aggressive style of play.
Or death.
And I mean, it does well also very well against the current meta, which is kind of cool. Is a good pocket pick. But Alice and Bucks are being taken out from the side of Xenagog. I mean, this is the interesting band. There's still a lot of meta being left open. 1-1, Grok. There's still Wise Lancelot to go for. Obsidia still left open. Oh, this is going to be a tough match.
You know, the question with Obsidia is this: would you pick her up today? Or I mean, because it's not like, unless you've been playing on the
I am the
advance,
sovereign of
Yeah.
the abyss.
then you'd be
Slayer
saying,
of
right,
Gogging.
let's go for it. But there's that surprise factor as well to an Obsidia. Because I mean, we know what she does. You can read the skills, you can play the hero, but there's still a lot to be determined in terms of getting the perfect builds, adjusting it to play style, adjusting it to compositions.
Yeah, but the thing is, some of the players, of course, kind of been practicing since the patch came out. Because, like, I was on my break at 12 o'clock. I had my lunch. Now, instead of eating like a normal person, I hopped onto Mlbb. I wanted to play the new hero. I logged on, first game on. I couldn't play Obsidia because someone auto-locked it. I had to play Alice, and who do I go against? Solo for Day and Shady. I'm like, this is how we want to start your first game on the rank. And bro, Shady went on the Obsidia 13, 4 and something, 180k damage dealt with 100k damage taken Trinity build. He went basic Trinity build with a BOD at the end. That's it.
Yeah, she looks like she's going to be a marksman that uses that Trinity build in order to melt tanks. But I'm not like Hunter. I wouldn't say it's. Did he build full Trinity build with the gold
Full Trinity
as well?
Yeah. His items was corrosion, DHS, golden staff. Then he went for malefic gun, and then he went for BOD, and then he sold his boots for Wind of Nature. Sorry, not Wind of Nature. But Obsidia is kind of like one of those heroes. It's like a Moskov. You can play a crit or attack speed Trinity, depending on the situation. Both is fairly good, depending on what the enemy comp is like.
Yeah. If you're up against a tankier lineup, you're going to go Trinity.
Yeah. I'll say like.
Lineups, I mean, take a look at this. You've got Angela combining with
Estes. Uranus, sorry. I don't know where the Estes came from.
Oh,
that's kind of cracked though.
Yeah, they might just prove to be unkillable this game. At least luckily, once them at level 4.
Luckily, the carry is there, but I mean, carry is currently the only thing that's been able to deal with the Uranus. Phaser to a degree can do a lot of damage, but I mean, Jolene is there with the Estes, so this is kind of a back and forth lineup. I would like to see them go for Assassin Jungle on Xenagog to counter the Phaser carry. If they can get a dive like Hayabusa onto the Phaser or the carry, take them down, and that's automatically free Uranus game.
Yeah. Agreed. Free Uranus game. I'm loving the last ban coming out from Xenagog with that Matilda ban. They knew though the Fedrin in the equation that this is what they need. They need a certain degree of support to go with him. Because it's not like you really want to pick up another tank on their own position.
Yeah. I mean, usually if you see us, you count us up healing with healing. So the only healer that's left is Minotaur, which is not a bad choice. But the problem is that there's currently a lot of damage and frontline potential coming out from both teams, so they need to balance this out. I don't know if we're going to see a Minotaur, maybe going for a Lapu. Okay, so a high loss.
Picking.
Interesting.
That could be not a bad option, going for the Hylos. Provides the slow to deal with the Uranus, because I mean, you think about it, right? Uranus wants to be up and in your face, around the minions, around the heroes. He needs to build that his passive up like that. And with a Hylos, just sort of slowing him down, he won't really be able to get towards the backline that he normally causes. But I would say to deal with him, they're going to need a little bit more lockdown. So, what would be nice here? You've got Uranus. Maybe it would be not bad to pick up a Yuzong in this game for the side of El Cartel.
To say Ref will be amazing. But yeah, like even if you put the Hylos into the Rome is not a bad position, but then you need damage on the XP lane. So going Yuzong might not be bad, but I think something like Benedetta, even Xborg might not be bad. But you know the real playmaker, CC, bro. CC is open. CC will melt the entire Xenogog lineup.
Yeah, agreed. The only thing you should really have to worry about is that deadly catch from the Bane. That might displace her for a little bit, but that's not any major lockdown, because when you're looking at the side of Xenogog, one of the things I'd say is missing is hard lockdown.
There's nowhere for the evil to hide.
Though the Bane's deadly catch can cancel off Faster's ulti, so that's a good one.
Yes. As well as the Sicilian second skill as well. So, yeah, the second claw. So, I mean, so far, not a bad lineup. I would have liked to see, honestly, that CC coming out. But, I mean, Raf, counter heal with heal, as we said, that is not a bad choice. But going through drafts alone, I would definitely say I favor Alcotel with this lineup.
What do you think about a clear into this mix? Could have worked as well.
For Alcotel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have the healing anymore, but you have the automatic. But then again, you have 4 heroes that can rock a purify. Now Kalia would kind of be dead in that lineup. Not gonna like it. And Uranus, Angela, Granger, and even Sicilian can all just purify, and then your Kalia just means nothing. Then she just baits the skill and dies.
I see. Well, anyway, into the game we go. First game up, Xenogog up against El Cartel. Who's gonna take the victory? Who's gonna draw first blood? Let's head into the game to find out.
Smash them. All troops deployed.
Okay. Alright, as I was about to say, this looks like there might be a little bit of a lag issue. I was watching the mid 3 from the side of El Cartel. And it looks like the Fredrin might be the one having a little bit of a problem. So we got the pause screen up and running as we'll find out for you what is the issue, and then we'll continue with the game. So welcome everybody to the stream sprint, saying I hope I'm early. Well, if you've been sprinting, you should have been here early. But yes, you are. It's the first game of the evening.
You know, no, it's the second game of the evening. The first game of this matchup, though.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Look at Struzy trying to be all technical. For no
reason.
I don't understand.
Yeah. So I do see Darkstar did pop up in the chat. I'm obviously very curious to see who they will be facing off. I mean, because the losers of Xenogog Al Cartel will be going to face off against Darkstar in the lower bracket. Well, tomorrow night, actually.
Oh, interesting. The draft ended up with Nigerian teams facing one another.
Yes, sir.
I saw that chance because I mean we had a few lineups that could have happened, but I mean it's going to be interesting so far. And I mean these Nigerian teams are pretty strong. I'm not gonna even lie, but yeah, it's going to be interesting games. But I would have liked to see Solar actually play tonight. I mean, he was playing this morning with the Shady and the Angela on top of Obsidia. That is something I felt. That thing is unkillable. But okay, but it's because it's those two.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's what is it? Season reset. So
Mm-mm.
like the matchups are gonna be super weird.
But now that I think about it, Solar Today, are you actually in SA now, bro? Or did you VPN to come play with the big boys?
No, he's an SA. He's there in. He's actually nearby you, to be honest.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, he's in the south of Gauteng.
In the south.
of Gauteng.
Bro, okay, he's close to me in Gauteng, but I'm not in Gauteng. Okay, but then again, Gauteng is like 30 minutes away from me because technically, like, Cartoonville is also in Gauteng.
Mhm.
And Cartoonville is like a few minutes away from me. Not a few minutes. It's kind of like a lot. But, yeah.
Yeah, Johannesburg is larger than you think. It takes so long to when I stay there. I stayed there for about a year and a bit, so over a year. And
Mhm.
during the time that I lived in Pretoria, I was like, yo, to travel from anywhere to anywhere just takes forever.
Now, where must I come ice skate with you, Solar? He says I must come ice skate with him. Firstly of all, have you ever seen me on stream, bro? I am a big Viking-looking
Walrus.
Tian. So you think me and my knees will fit on ice skates? Nah, bro.
Okay, Solar for day, just to ease out the reference, right? You don't put ice skates on a hippopotamus.
Shade is being thrown while Angela is throwing out some of her skills as well as we head into the first game in this best of 3. Cheesy managing to secure the litho. Litho is quite an important thing, as we know, since a few patches ago. So securing that litho, both teams rotating more or less to the same side. Look at the engagement here, the poke damage onto Gun. He's gone. Lane as Hylos comes in with a counter poke onto Uranus, but Uranus, I don't think he's going to be too scared. Oh, nice slowdown as Uranus goes back in. He's going up to the engagement of the Raphael. The team is in there. They managed to start up the Hylos. He's got the revitalize. The heals coming out, keeping everybody alive. There was so much of action, so much of damage, and yet the two heroes just, they survive. And look at Tata. It's just like it's back to normal.
That's a chance, that's a millions. I mean, it's so far kind of a back and forth match. The first turtle is up, no kills on the board so far, so... But look at the Euro pools. I don't know who's going to have a better time. I mean, currently Tata is looking very good onto this Uranus, and he's going to be able to just irritate the backline. So, but then again, you have the frontline ability coming out there from Alcotel, so this is going to be a full team fight. Who will get the replica? It will be Dane. Bane, Danny.
Yeah, it's well with the deadly catch. Deadly catch is one of the best skills you have for achieving neutral objectives. When the moment that turtle was low enough, you knew the deadly catch was coming out. At the same time, the positioning here from the side of Xenagog was beautifully done. They went for that 4-1 split. Angela staying very close, keeping everybody alive, throwing a little bit of poke, and then allowing the XP laner to get into that position, sort of like a claw motion. Just force everybody away at just the right time.
Yeah, but with that being said, Angela helping clear the jungle. Yes, you can't steal the buffs in the early game, but I mean, with this patch, what now?
Well, Al
I'm not
Cortel
sure.
still has 2 minutes of the 5 minutes left, but
Well, as it stands, right, uh, if the game continues at the rate that it's continuing, right, like the way it's continuing, I will think that Synagogue is going to be like in a better position the longer this game goes on. Granted, carry comes online a bit late, but then you've also got the Granger. He comes online like from mid game. Fasa does damage. Sicilian, the longer this game goes on, is just going to become an absolute monster. Bane, once he gets his items, he can like one shot with that first skill of his. As opposed to a Fredrin, for instance, who, I mean, but he's going to fall off towards the late game in comparison to a Bane.
Which is also true.
Yeah, so the issue is on Xenagog's side.
Okay.
So they still have
Well, now it's going to be
30 seconds.
3.5 minutes.
5 minutes a team per match.
I was a first team Al Cartel, and now it's Xenagog.
Taking turns.
So, with that being said, while we love the sponsorship of the tournaments and all, I think it's time to sponsor McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Nigeria's Wi-Fi is, just the internet speed is so bad. I'll be honest, right? I don't get offended when we saying this, but for a country that should be the richest in Africa, I don't know how much you know about Nigeria, their history, politics, and especially their natural resources. If you consider the natural resources in Nigeria, they should be the richest, not even just in Africa, possibly the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's solid, but they don't still have no fiber, and it's kind of hard. But with that being said, it looks like we are back up and running. So this will be the game continuing, but with this new patch on the roamers, you don't get a lot of passive gold anymore, so you kind of need to rotate and help clear waves and to enemies. But there's a camp onto Danny, but he gets carried out by Conquest. What a scout there on the ref.
The Sanguine Claws comes in there from Jolene. As pressure is being placed here on the bot lane, Uranus going for the wave cut. And this is lovely timing as we're going to be heading into that final 20 seconds for the next turtle of the game. Angela just sticking around, pops that hard guard. Was that a little bit early? Granger doesn't want to play too aggressively. There's going to be the other coming out from the Rafaela as the Sanguine Claws manages to catch. Well, we see the Death Sonata coming in there as its first blood going the way of Karma as Xenagog get that first kill. Stayed very, very patient. There's Fossa. She goes into the mix. They're trying to pull her back. They can. As the lockdown is onto the Angela, and it's the Sanguine Claws that's chewed down from the side of our cartel. Xenagog in position to take the second turtle uncontested.
And bro, this is what makes Angela such a monster. Her damage was increased. Yes, her heals was decreased a lot. But ult cooldown is 20 seconds, so you can literally spam it. If someone looks like they're going to be in trouble or looks like they want to fight, just pop the ultimate. You have nothing to lose but a few seconds from your life.
Yeah. Just that ultimate of hers it's a game changer of an ultimate. But the way she locked onto that, look at the Sanguine Claws, Jolene on this Sicilian is absolutely deadly.
You could actually say he's a deadly catch. But yeah.
Is that a he or a she? Because Jolene could be on either one of those names.
But I mean, Sicilian is a dude, but the skin coming out of it from Sicilian is a bit iffy, but then he gets caught out by the combo from Conquest and going chooses onto Jolene. Will he get that Appraiser's Wrath? There's the hard card, but it looks like Jolene wants to turn around, but I mean, you have to watch out, bro. The Appraiser's Wrath is going to melt you as the Sicilian.
Yeah. But quick rotation here coming in from El Cartel. They put pressure onto the mid lane now. They've seized the opportunity, knowing they have the numbers advantage to go in onto this turret. Light will come out from that carry. She's throwing in the damage. Got the lock onto the turret. It's a hard guard onto the range of what? I mean, it's going to be everybody retreating. The depth Sonata's on point, but with a Rafaela there just to heal and provide that movement speed, they're back to safety. So although the kills are going the way of Xenagog, the map control on the side of Al Cartel. Nice first turret early in the game.
Well, they need to, if they can get this mid tower push in from Xenagog, they will definitely have the full map advantage. But with that being said, this Hylos is struggling. This Oak is stuck in lane like no one's business, and it's being shown there on the lineup. I mean, once again, he had to leave his lane for the turtle, and it's just free farming everything. But it is a 4v5 situation. There's just thunder coming out today. Catches there, beautiful light, but doesn't get the kill. The hotbar is in the point, and there's a feathered edge. Doing a lot of damage. Flicker comes out from Void Arca. But meanwhile, Conquest in the danger zone. Looking for the angle. The Flicker comes up left, right, and center. But now Tata's into the mix. He gets the kill. Karma gets a second kill. Cheesy in a bit of danger. There's the Angela with the tight ropes. And he's one shot. But yeah, they won't get Cheesy, but they will get this mid lane tower.
Destroyed.
Yeah, and with that, the delayed rotation coming in from Tata. I don't know if you... Well, I was going to make a joke about the car being slow, but I often against going that against that, right? Because who knows? Maybe we'll get a Tata sponsorship at some point in time. So let's not tease them just yet.
Yeah, but I mean, Brothers Uranus rotations is very good, and Super Saiyan on this Hylos is really struggling. I'm not liking this Hylos pick. I mean, there's a lot of better picks. I mean, you had the CC option, and even the Esmeralda going against the Uranus and Angela. Esmeralda would have been a solid pick.
Yeah, the Hylos choice here. I mean, it does have the slows. I was thinking that when the Hylos came out, it was going to be on Rome. Yeah, like if you put the Hylos on Rome, it would have made a lot more sense because you've got a Fred. You've got
and a Farsa.
Again?
Again?
Imagine pressure that you can place in the jungle. Hylos goes in there. He's doing and that's against like a Bane, a Sicilian, and an Angela. If you're going to be comparing early games there, you're going to go the way of Al Cartel. It would have opened the door for invades.
And interesting with this change on Bane going magic bolt, which is kind of correct. Like I didn't. You didn't read patch notes. So his second skill and ultimate does a lot more damage actually now. So Magic Bane is definitely 100% viable now.
Then that means if he goes Magic Bane with the Angela on top of him, right? He'll be unkillable, and his ulti will literally one shot.
Exactly. Because the thing is, like his ultimate doesn't do the knock back anymore. It only does the knock up. So it's a bit of CC taken away, but it still does it does more damage now, actually, and it's faster. Like the casting for forward and backswing was reduced, and it's also it's tough, but
I've never been a fan of Mage Bane, right? But this is just my personal thoughts on the matter. I've not been a huge fan of Mage Bane, right? Like from the beginning. But with this adjustments that you're talking about, could be one to try out. I'll say this much, right? It's kind of unfortunate in this particular stage of the tournament when these updates and season changes and things happen, because it adjusts the meta so massively. Where previously, Thalmus wouldn't have been the best of picks, but we saw what a monster he was in the previous game.
Yeah, and I mean, suddenly Mage Bane is a thing, and Angela's meta because her ult cooldown is 20 seconds. So that's kind of cracked. And along with that, also, you still have the current meta that hasn't been touched. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of nerfs to the current meta. You see one or two bans, and I mean, mid-season there's going to be a massive change again. Padang is going to get a hit in the mid-season, but there's still a bit of back and forth poke coming out. It looks like there is going to be a magical test. Carrie's finally here. The light force has been activated. There's a feathered airstrike in response. Danny will be the first to fall. But with that being said, that is all the ultimates almost away. They still luckily have the red carpet available. Cheesy's there on to Tata, but he's tanky. There's a beautiful glorious pathway to the back line, but Karma doing a lot of damage on this Granger double kill. Will we see the triple? Cheesy getting chased by Tata. It's going to be a car versus a roll of cheese. That's a triple kill. And luckily, this time, Tata was fast enough.
Yeah. Led the charge there. Sets up the Lord. It was a basically 3-for-1 exchange. They're starting off this first Lord of the game. We will see Bane Danny make his way across. He's not even coming to help. The gun with that feathered airstrike has the potential to steal this. The stun comes out. The feathered airstrike. Angela secures it, but it's going to be faster taken down. But Jolin as well. It's going to be Karma dishing out the damage, saying, "I want retribution. This is Karma. This is justice." Doing a lot of damage as the deadly catch doesn't land onto anybody. They manage to catch the Rafaela, but Bane is stuck underneath the turret as Cheesy manages to halt his progress or opportunity to escape. And so Lord went the way of
Red team turret has been
Xenogar.
destroyed.
But losing so many members now means it's going to be less effective.
Yeah, and the problem also being with that, if Danny just immediately ran through the turtle instead of going for his red buff first, they would have gotten that uncontested, would not have lost anyone. And yeah, this was a bit tough. I mean, that's a massive missed opportunity they got there.
So Cheesy once more in the front line, just trying to poke everybody up. Oh, he manages to get the lock on dead. As he dishing out the damage, appraisers wrath ends the Civilian's life. And at the same time, Carrie is online. She's dishing out the damage, melts down Tata on that Uranus who's been causing so much of problems. This is a bit of a game change, but look at the damage coming out from this deadly catch. But the heals are in there. It's a glorious pathway from the high loss, but he's going to get controlled up from that Angela. There's the heart onto the Bane. Let this go. Cheesy back into the mix. Oh, but Rafaela, she's dancing around. She's keeping the position right for everybody. Oh, look at that Carrie. They're melting everybody down. This was a huge fight going the way of Al Cartel. They should be able to even up the turrets and keep the pressure going.
Bro, this Mage Bane is currently struggling 0-5-2 with the Sky Piercer. And the only mage item is the Queen's Wings. I'm not a big fan of this build currently, but yeah, still feeling the fingers, and I mean, this is luckily still game one.
The damage is not going to be there, like, properly. You need to sell the Sky Piercer. You need to pick up another magic item. Maybe a genius one, maybe a glowing wand. I'd actually be going for the glowing wand. That would have been the first items I went for.
Yeah, glowing genius, holy crystal. You need all three of those for you to be able to do anything as a magic build Bane. That's a problem. He needs items for magic build Bane, and that's why you don't see that as often.
Granted, Oracle is not a bad item, though that would have been, in my mind, that would have been third item before I finished off the Holy Crystal. I would have went glowing genius and then Oracle, and then finally, oh, nice stun coming out here onto the Uranus, but he's so fast! What is this man on? He just switched
He's
gears.
on sprint. Yeah, he just pressed the print and ran away. But with that being said, creating a beautiful distraction, they're on the Lord. Here's the contest coming out from Al Cartel. They have the ability. There's the deadly catch. He gets the retry from Danny. There's the feathered airstrike just to turn everyone away. But, I mean, they got the Lord and they didn't overextend. They got out. And that is a beautiful, beautiful contention.
Yeah. This is what they needed. it's discipline. Like I noticed this with a lot of teams. They take the Lord and then they want to take advantage and just want to end the game early, but it can backfire on you. So it's always about playing safe, playing patiently, knowing when's the right time to do a certain thing. And this for them was on point. Though I will say the lane management here, not exactly on point. The wave's not exactly synced up, but we do have a tier 2 turret taken down in the mid. Pull back with the Sanguine Claws from the Sicilian. The Lord being allowed to freely march, but now the waves have synced up. But it's only 2 of the waves. Hylos trying to stop the Lord from charging in there. There's the feathered airstrike. Sicilian taking so much damage. The deadly catch knocks everybody. Well, up, not back. But Carrie, look at her positioning. She manages to melt down the Lord for the most part here. It's no one has died yet, but oh my goodness, this Granger is godlike. They've cracked open the base synagogue, and so this is going to give them a massive advantage. There will be 2 waves heading in. Can they take another tier 3 turret here, Shroomsy? Or do you think it's time to back off?
No, they have the ability. It's a 5v3 piss. Okay, 5v4, but I mean, you still have the front liners. So they have the ability. The mid lane is being left uncontested. There's a deadly catch onto a few people. The Angela with a hard guard. I would say, bro, ooh, there's a case with Cheesy as the stack starts. There's a lot of danger. He pops the sprint at least, but Cone is into the mix. Angela should not jump onto Bane. I mean, bro, jump on Karma. Karma's and Uranus. They are doing so well.
Yeah. Oh, the Sanguine Claws on Tattoo. The deadly catch coming out. There's pressure being placed on the mid lane. They managed to take another tier 3 turret. But it's going to be Cheesy. He's trying to get something done. But this time around, it's like they listened to you there, Shroomsy. Onto Karma there, the Angela. As he's dishing out the damage, but Hylos chasing him down, being slowed up here by the Bat's Feast. There's a lot of damage coming out from both ways, but Xenagog, I think they grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck with this particular engagement.
Yeah, they definitely won the engagement. It was a successful defense though, but the Lord is up in 25 seconds and the map control is completely one-sided. They have a Uranus running around being a menace. He has to watch out, of course, for not being caught, but that's enough to make a distraction for them to take this Lord.
It's 3 seconds to with that Lord, but that's what you need, the distraction. Uranus, however, he's going to deal with the push coming in from the carry. I think you should leave that last minute. It's not that important for him to deal with the push. This Lord is down to half health. But so far, it's been Danny with the excellent retribution. There's a glorious pathway. The knock comes up here, but it's going to be Carry who secures this to the Lord. They're trying to back out. Rafaela supplying that heals, but they're chasing them down. Oh, the Sanguine Claws, legendary for the Granger. He's popping out the Death Sonatas. He's raining in death from above. It's a double kill. Are they going to go for this? The Lord spawning up. They got into the base. They do have a Bunyan wave coming in with them, but with a Fasa and a Carry in the mix, I don't think they'll be able to end this game. It's not good. Oh, but look, legendary Death Sonata, the deadly catch. They wait for the lock. The budget may be cleared. Force out the feathered airstrike. Angela pops that. Oh god, they're trying to block onto everybody, but they're oh my goodness.
Oh, bro, what a game. And what plays coming out there from Xenagog. They knew they could win the team fight. They went for it. I mean, this Karma was fed. He was looking like me, hippopotamus action here. Oh, bro, that was some killer plays and GG's. Yeah, bro. Bane at least saw the Sky Piercer, build the Holy Crystal, and now you also build the Azura Blade going for the Stallium Scythe. So yeah, it's struggling a bit. Not a bad build now, looking now at it, but still lacking a bit. But oh, what a game!
Yeah, what a game! That was amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, the game changer would have been the Hylos change into something else, and also, bro, this ref was struggling a whole lot. Because she was the first to die and she couldn't use a resurrect at all.
Yeah, well, the thing is, right, If you're gonna be up against Rafaela or even Angela, any support, that's who you need to get first. Because if you don't get them first, it's gonna, number one, prolong the team fight, and the longer the fight goes on, the more variables come into the equation, and then it's difficult to see who's gonna actually win and what's gonna happen, right? So fortunately, we do have. I think everybody is okay and ready and set with the MSs. Let me just check to see if that's if everything.
Now that I'm looking at the items actually, so a quick tip for all my Angela players, there is a change that was made to Angela. So buying fleeting time is not viable because the changes, usually your cooldown started as soon as you popped your ultimate, your 70-second cooldown started. Now the cooldown only starts as soon as you jump off of the player. So while you're on them, getting assist doesn't help with fleeting time anymore.
Love and night
Your
are
team
everlasting.
is banning.
Yeah, so first respect ban coming in from Alcatel, removing Cecilia from the equation. There we go. Angela. Angela also out of the mix. We won't see another Angela into the next play.
Pain is the proof that
Your
I'm
team
still
is
alive.
Well,
So-
it looks like they're sticking with their Brody bands.
Bro, it seems like the Nigerian teams love playing the Brody. I mean, and I'm going to mention this. We do see Amir from Darkstar pretty much every game picking up the Brody. So yeah, I'm going to pop out this question for the Darkstar viewers here in the live chat. Who would you like to play against in the lower brackets? Would it be Xenagog or Al Cortal?
My kiss.
That is the question. I mean, there is a few different players you want to play against, but I mean, it all comes down to personal preference. But once again, Alice also being banned out, I would like to see at least one or two other card. I mean, that Uranus was a major problem currently. And along with that, also, that Granger went 10, 0, and 1. So, as a respect ban, or maybe just picking up the direct counter might be the play.
Well, I mean, let's see how this one does play out. I would definitely ban out the Granger, especially with Karma being so deadly. If I was Al Cortel, but removing Kimmy from the equation, not going for that respect ban.
Give it still a good ban. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I felt Xenagog's gimme, and it hurts. So, yeah, I definitely understand 100% that gimme ban, which is solid. Ooh, but with that being said, the final ban for Xenagog, I don't know what they're going to look at. Seems like none of these players want to pick up the YSS Lancelot.
Your team
Oh, there we go. Florin getting banned out from the side of Xenagog. Void Harker with the first pick for the side of El Corretele.
Interesting. Like, it seems like they're loving the... Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You listen. There's a CC someone first pick, bro. He's not scared anymore.
Is he getting picked up? Karma going for the Obsidian. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Let's see how Xenagog does play with, because currently, right, Obsidian getting picked up in the previous two matches from the first best of 3 series, going 0-2. So yeah, not a good start for Obsidian.
Yeah, but it's one of those things. I mean, this is the first day. I would actually say maybe look at not playing her today. Getting comfortable with her and then playing her in your next match might be the case. But I mean, if you play 3 games and you're comfortable with her, pick her up. She's so solid. And looks like she's going for the Vengeance. So this is another build I actually saw on Obsidian. Lifesteal Hybrid. So instead of building full damage, you build a few damage. You build like Corona Scythe, DHS, and then you build Hast Laws, and then you go into sustain items. Like they actually build Queen's Wings on her.
Well, that does make sense to a degree. Um, yeah, it's just unfortunate you're going to eliminate some of the crit damage that you would have gotten from her if you go for that full damage build. But yeah, Conquest picking up Baxia and Gone, showing us Zushin. So that will be, yes, Zushin into the mix for the side of Al Cortel. I'm not gonna lie, Al Cortel has got a strong draft at this moment.
I mean, Zeus and Boxer is a solid combo. But with that being said, they need a long range attacker because they've got a lot of frontline
Hello,
potential
my
currently,
friend.
but they don't have any dive as per se. As Estes was banned out the first game, gets picked up as a third pick from the side of uh, Xenagog.
Yeah. So into the next banning phase. It is phase 2 of the second match. Will Xenagog be able to take this in a clean sweep fashion, or will Al Cortel take us into a sudden death round? They do get this set. But Jolene, Jolene,
Chivalry is dead.
Jolene.
bans out the Clint for the side of Xenagog. There we go.
Oh, no, I was expecting that. I mean, Uranus, bro, you can't leave that open. But with that being said, there is still the Lapu and correct, but also a bit
Almost.
situational. So there's still a few picks left. I would definitely go for maybe a support ban because, but there's not a lot of supports left. Matilda is kind of correct. If they put the Bucks in the jungle, pick up Matilda, it's going to be solid.
Yeah, well, let's see how this one does play out. I mean, the final ban in this second match is on Cheesy's hands. What will Cheesy ban out here?
Solidly. Carry might not even going for something like the Beatrix or Farsa. Yeah, Farsa, very good ban. What mages are left? Eve kinda gonna smack.
Lunox.
Mm,
Or Kagura.
Kagura. No, but there's the purifier for the second skill. No, not with the boxerization will work. I think the best is literally Kadita or even maybe, as I say, the Eve. Xavier can work.
Wait.
I'm happy with Xavier.
Yi.
I'll find a
Right.
new
So
world
with the
for
new
all of
patch,
us.
right? Remember how Chip and Luigi's ults gave them away if they were
I see
teleporting
lots
and
of
whatnot?
prey.
You can't see them teleporting anymore. So you've got that surprise attack again into
Whoa,
the
whoa,
mix.
whoa.
Yes, bro.
I didn't see that update. I didn't see it. Wasn't in the patch notes.
No, it wasn't. So you'll see now, especially with Lu Yi. So I played against the Lu Yi today twice, and against a chip, and with a chip. Well, yeah, against a chip. Right. So the Lu Yi using that diversion play, you can't see her. It's literally there's no indication. Only if you've got vision on her and she's committing the ult, then yes. But other than that, you don't see it. So you've got that surprise play back into the mix.
And Chip, you said Chip as well.
Chip as well, bro. You don't. You
Bro,
can't.
that is.
You see him entering the portal, so that's the only time. So you know he uses a portal, but you don't know out of which portal it comes out. That with the chip getting a
Endless
buff.
flow of time's
Chip with his
continuum.
buff is
I am the
Chip
constant that breaks the
Chip is back
tide.
into the mix. How did I forget to mention that?
Interesting. But with that being said, like Orlot going to like kind of smack this game. I'm loving the Orlot pick here coming out from Tata. So, I think this is going to be Xenagog's game.
Well, let's see. It ain't over till the cookie crumbles. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. This matchup has been sponsored by Solar for Day. Thank you to our co-sponsor. Extra shout out to them. It was at
This
that.
is looking like a Sorry. This is looking like a as a bit of a crazy draft in terms of not the I'm saying crazy in a bad way. There's like so many picks and counter picks going on here. Though I'm gonna say that I kind of favor Al Cartel's draft in this particular
5
matchup.
seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Yeah,
Smash
well,
them.
look, bro, both
All
teams
troops
has got a strong
deployed.
draft, so it's all going to come down to chasing the objectives. Me, this is an objective game. It's going to come down to who's got the better objectives.
Yeah. Agreed. I mean, okay, we're already with the bosses.
Ach no, bro, no. Already? Ah, oops, here we go again.
All right, we're back into the mix. So this is what I'm thinking, like based on draft wise. You've got a Vasha, right, who can deal with both the Xavier and the Estus because of his anti-heal and ability to get to the backline. You've got CC to start melting that Fredrin. You've got Roger to finish off with the Lycan Pulse. Claude has that backline dive, but although he needs a little bit of space to get online. So I'm looking at the draft overall, and it's quite a strong one from Alphonse.
Not a bad one.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this Claude is going to face off against him. Shumsi, the floor is yours. Don't worry about it.
As you say that.
Nah, that's what I'm doing to say. Like, it's all good and well. That's the only thing I wanted to say is it's all good and well, but that's if we can play the game because the pause meta is here.
Yeah. Lots of pauses, lots of lagouts. We are just for those of you tuning in, we are on the Nigerian server, so the tournament lobby does give us the ability to access different servers, and so we are playing on the Nigerian server. But as I'm sure from Nigeria know, your internet is a little bit suspect. Hopefully something changes in that regards. But in Africa as a whole, I think things will be on the up internet-wise, since Starlink is slowly but heavily being introduced into the continent. The question really comes down to is Starlink going to be good for Africa? Or is it going to be bad for Africa? I don't know. I haven't really done much research into the business behind it, but I suppose having a solid proper internet connection will always help.
Into the game, Obsidian being engaged upon here. A lot of pressure. Karma is quite low. Manages to get back to the safety of the turret for a recall. The team is around. Okay, Estes is saying there's no need to recall while I am around. I can just heal ya back up.
So Alcartel going in for a jungle invade as the Lycan pounce comes in, but Baxia gets the first blood onto Danny as Fredrin was eliminated.
Yeah, that's what you would have expected, you know. With this composition that El Cartel has, they've got the ability to invade, put pressure across the map. Basha is just, he's one of the best heroes in the game at this moment in time because of what he does. The anti-heal, look at this, continuing with the engagement, forcing the flicker back. There's a curtain call onto the Xavier, he has to get away. Fredrin coming in here, trying to contest. Doesn't have the stacks for the Appraiser's Wrath, but who gets this? It's gonna be CC who manages to get on now. The Appraiser's Wrath comes in there. There was going to be the follow-up. They're trying to chase down Conquest, and he's going to be taken out, and it's gonna be a 1-for-0 exchange. But the gold leads slightly in the favor of El Cartel.
Yeah, at this moment, bro, it's like a gear has been shifted from Al Cartel, but I don't want to say it just yet. Okay, listen, I've already. So let's hope the scarp doesn't kick in after this.
Yeah, but what do you think about that blue buff movement, right? Was that biting off a little bit more than you could chew? A little bit too much, a little too early?
Yeah, it's too early for that, bro. I mean, if you don't have the full 5-man to do that, or at least a 4-man to go and do that, it's too early, and it's risky. But I mean, bro, I need to ask you a question, right? You being like me that likes aesthetic upgrades, what do you think of this new aesthetic update on MLBB, especially when you see like the skill counters going onto your level?
That's interesting. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I haven't read any of the patch notes just yet.
But you can
Because
see it. You can see it. Okay, look at CC, right? When she uses that skill. You see that, right?
yes, yes, yes.
That's the aesthetic upgrade I was doing.
I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie, I do. It will make gameplay, I would say, a little bit easier. But oh, look at the Cartel, they still want to be aggressive. With an Arlot around, I don't know, is Arlot going for the damage build here? Let's get to see. I also have to check whether he's going for the damage. Looks like he is part damage build. As the fight starts up here, Danny has to dash back. The zoning is going on. They're onto the Estus. He pops the ultimate to try to heal. The Revitalize comes up with the curtain call, locks him down there as Alcatala picks up a kill, and they manage to take the turtle. So no rotation here from the Arlot. He opted from going in, went for a bit of a push. I actually thought he would have cut the lane given the opportunity to do so, because I mean CC with her mobility went across, picked up a kill and is back here to or at least set up a kill and is back here to clear lane.
Yeah, but that was a beautiful blazing duet coming in from the court as well. That team fight, so we are at the 5-minute mark. It's 1 kill advantage in favor of Al Cartel, as well as a 1. Make that the 2k gold lead.
So they're putting the screws on. They're using this early game composition that they have. It's not even just an early game, right? It scales so well into the late game. It's a very deadly draft that they have. Oh, border camp out here from Pacha as he goes in onto the Xavier, throwing out those shields. But Estus is there to get the heals back up. But we've got a full 4-man in the mix. They get the wave cut. They will be waiting for break. Gets into the backline. Claude, he's dishing up the damage. He forces the ulti out. But will we see the continuation of the engage here as Obsidia trying to escape from the situation? But the Lycan pounds Obsidia, the Revitalize comes out from the Pasha, and the turret being taken up by Void Hawker. Al Cartel, they've definitely switched gears. They're putting the pressure on.
Yeah, the Hunt of Bones nearly taking down the Claude, but that did cause Obsidia to get taken down. However, we do see the engagement onto this tier 1 turret in the mid lane. Fredrin getting displaced from the Zushin with the flare lantern. Will we see it? Yes, the Lycan pounds coming in, and Danny has been finished off. Oh. Golly gosh.
As we were finished off in terms of our sentences midstream by the pause button.
Who's it this time?
We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see.
But as things stand, it's Al Cartel. Very dominant here in the early game. They do have a nice scaling composition. Claude, Void Hacker on that Claude isn't timing those blazing duets, as you said, Scarpy, very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, look, we need to give it to this on Mark. And look, me and Shady had the conversation on the general chat earlier today, and yeah, we did mention the Claude being a good counter to Lydia, and bro, that's pretty much that. I mean, that blazing duets, the timing just to be on point. But yeah, at this moment, Obsidia's stats is looking terrible for.
Yeah, it's been what, 2 games, 2 losses.
That's
We're heading into
game 3.
yeah, potentially, right? So for the side of Al Cartel, a lot of what they're going to be able to do is going to come down to this Arlot. If he can get more involved in the team fights, it's game changing in the sense that that final slash of his can drag everyone towards the team. Because right now, it's Al Cartel picking off Xenagog one player at a time. So they're going in like they went in onto the Xavier, right? They put a lot of pressure. He had to flicker back out. As Estes had to go in to heal him. That created space away from the Obsidia. And then eventually now they got it onto the Obsidia and then the Blazing Duets into the backline. So that's what they're doing. They're not allowing them to stack very nicely. And I mean with an Estes, that's what you want. You need your team to be grouped up. So as this heads into the mid game, there is the opportunity for Xenagog to come back because once the players are closely bunched up together, that's when Estes truly starts to shine. But that will only be mid game, and if they lose this early game hard like they are currently doing, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, and bro, I'm 100% going to agree. And at this moment, like we will into. Yeah, Xenagog, they've got a minute and 50. Never mind. Never mind. Let the match continue, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Well, it's Arlott underneath the turret. He's going in there. He manages to get the kill. However, Gun on that Zushin wants to go in for the chase. She throws out the Crimson Lancet as well. And she's going to get the lift off. Will she? Yes, she does. Underneath the turret. Manages to get the return kill onto that Arlott. But at the same time, Cheesy having a fun time here taking the turtle all by his lonesome.
Yeah, indeed so. Let's see how this one does play out. Turtle in favor of Al Cartel. And Zushin does take the last tier 1 turret in favor of Al Cartel as well. 7-minute mark, it's 3 kills in advantage of Al Cartel. And pretty much a 5k gold lead.
I'm not gonna lie, right? I kind of find it funny whenever I watch a mage basic attack a turret. Even though this was a successful basic attack on the turret, it's kind of funny.
Just looking at the items, right? Claude has 2 items and is currently leading the gold for the side of Al Cartel. Xenagog is very far behind with the gold on individuals.
Yeah, interesting Windtalker being picked up there by the Claude. I thought he would have went for the full Trinity build, but opting against going for it. Roger going in early with the Lycan Pounce is going to get CC'd up here. Well, has to escape as Jay with that Xavier comes in just to heal Danny up. Xavier just off the mark with this. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, the chase is on onto Tata. He's trying to escape. CC onto Tata. Oh, he hits the final slash. But he does not manage to get the kill. The Revitalize coming in from the Basha, just making sure that Super Saiyan stays alive.
That dawning light nearly eliminating CC. But yeah, that's Revitalize just popping off clutch. But Roger gets taken down by the Obsidia. However, we do see Conquest with the Bucks here continuing this engagement here. Will Zushin get the displacement here from the Flare Lancer? No, sir. She does not.
Yeah, meanwhile, Claude just not just keeping his stacks up here, he's just free farming to his heart's content. Pressure now being placed here towards the mid lane turret, but Conquest is quite low. The final slash comes in there. Will they be able to take out the posture? He's got 1 HP, trying to escape. He gets taken out, and the kill has gone the way of karma. This Obsidia is like slowly starting to come online here, Scrappy.
Yeah, well, let's see. I want to see how many stacks she's got currently, or shards, shall we say. Wrong thing. Oh, she's got 16 shards. Yeah, she is going to start packing a punch now. It's as soon as she hits those 15 shards, that's it. Yeah, as you can see, that attack speed is becoming crazy, bro. And that means the crit as well.
Yeah, so the timing very nice. She does also have that 2 items from the Trinity build. The first Lord being started up. Xenagog very wisely, I would say, opting not to contest for this first objective. They need to even out the gold, not 100% even, but I'd say maybe about another 2 or 3k difference, because it is about what 5k at this moment. There's a blazing duet into the back line, but there's going to be the heals coming through onto the Xavier. He stays alive as Danny trying to CC up the Basha has to escape from the equation. The ult is still on here. They are keeping Karma safe. Roger, meanwhile, he's got that push going on the top line. They manage to CC him up. Will we see the control? The ult comes out. Oh my goodness, it's the bone. But it's Bone Hunter, isn't it, Scarpy?
Hunt of Bones. But there we go. Obsidia gets the she gets the kill onto Roger. Bro, and like I said, high mobility Euros is going to get it. And the praise and trap comes in from Fredrin. High Zushin gets the kill onto Fred with that Crimson Lantern. But Obsidia just being able to sustain that fight with the CC. That's not very often that you see it though.
This hero is definitely coming on. And look at how fast she melted the Roger there. The moment the Fred managed to taunt him up, she just went off.
Indeed so, bro. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Obsidia has got full shards. You will see that she is going to be meaningful at this moment. Dawning Light committed, not landing onto anyone. It was Vengeance versus Vengeance sprint. TC and Obsidia popping both the Vengeance. But yeah, just surviving through.
So she's got that full Trinity build already. We'll probably be moving into the Hunter Strike, a little bit of extra. This is going to be deadly now, because this gives the opportunity for Xenagog to change the course of the match. That leaving the Lord was quite good for them. There's CC going in onto the Fredrin. Fredrin hoping that his Estus can get in close. Right now, if you're the side of Al Cartel, what you need to do is split push. You gotta split push them to death. You've got a Roger, you've got heroes that you're a Basha as well, really good at getting across the map and putting pressure elsewhere. You need to force Xenagog away from team fights, because if you're gonna go in for a full 5v5, I don't know if you're gonna come out on top.
Yeah, no, indeed so. But we do see the fight coming into the jungle here of Xenagog. But bro, I'm going to be honest. This is going to come down to the next team fight. It's going to be a make or break. Xenagog definitely needs to get some pressure relieved off of the lanes, and it's just being so difficult. Al Cartel is keeping them hot.
Yeah. Fredrin is, he's like on the other side of the map with 6 seconds to go. He's not going to go and contest for this. This, I think, is a lot that you really do need to contest for. I'm questioning the decision here.
That doesn't seem like they will be contesting.
Like the first Lord, yes, I can understand not contesting. The gap was too large. The gold gap's gotten even larger now with this lack of contest, right? I would have thought you'd have went in, because you've got your Obsidia with damage. You've got Arlot who can actually, if he times his engagement right, because he's not going to be the initiator, he's going to counter initiate. You're going to allow Fredrin to initiate. You've Estus to keep him alive. You could win that particular team fight even with the goal difference.
All right.
Well, we paused once more, so we're finding out what's happening.
So who paused the game? Because it wasn't any of the refs. So let this game continue. It wasn't the refs then.
Okay, so the Lord's been taken, making its way down the bot lane. The jungle invade is in here as Roger manages to steal that red buff. Al Cartel will be hoping to try to just sync up the waves. They need the Lord to crash in on one end. The mid lane turret should be falling shortly as we see it being taken over. Karma is in the front line here. That was kind of dangerous in terms of positioning. Does get the wave cleared out, but very, very risky. Fredrin trying to deal with the top lane push. Does manage to for the most part. The Lord does charge in, but it's going to be that Hunt of Bones onto the CC. The stun comes up. There's a full team fight going on here as there's going to be Revitalize coming out of the Basha, but look at the damage output here from this Obsidia. She's dishing it out. They take down one. It's going to continue the praises right onto the Roger, but it's a 1-0 exchange so far. The final slash, that's what they were waiting for. That's going to be Tata taking down one, and it's going to be 3-0 exchange. Although they did take down all the tier 3 turrets. That's why I was saying the contest was so vital. It's only going to be 2 left alive to try to defend. And so far, Alcatel, they've got all their turrets.
Yeah, they still have it all. It's just past the 14-minute mark. Where have you ever seen that? As we do see the Hunter bonus onto Super Saiyan. CC will get taken down. Unstoppable kills coming in for Karma.
She's really starting to dishing out the damage. They want to get this wave pushed in. They want to take a turret down as Zushin and Basha trying to defend, but I don't think you'll be able to defend this. Like I said, I'm still questioning that decision. Imagine if they contested for that Lord. We got to see what they could do, even with a goal deficit in terms of the team fight. When it comes to this game particularly, out of all the MOBAs that they have, because the game is so short, even gold leads, big gold leads, can be changed with winning team fights. As long as you understand what we call power spikes. Like, you have to understand this team has a mid-game power spike, Xenagog.
Indeed so. And especially having the certain heroes like the Xavier and being such late-game heroes. Bro, this is going to be a different matchup coming forward.
Yeah. Now, if exactly, it's going to be a very different matchup. But if Alcatel use what they can, their skills, right? Because right now they have this in their locker. They have the ability to keep the waves pressured in, and which is what they're doing. They created the distraction. There's no way to contest.
So, but
That
yeah,
second Lord was so vital.
Yeah, Xenagog not contesting once more, bro. Yeah, that's the 15-minute Lord in favor of Alcatel.
Second Lord was such a vital one. Right now, with the tier 3 turrets being taken down, you still only have one turret lost to the side of Alcatel. You can literally, with a disciplined performance, split push them to death. And there's nothing much you're going to be able to do with this.
Yeah.
Because the wave clear does come from the Xavier, granted, and the Obsidian. But it's not as great as the push potential, especially with the Claude.
Yeah, I mean, wave management is key at this moment. I mean, Xenagog not getting those waves on. It is 3 waves that's going to push in now.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a big fight. There's Indian and Basha into the mix here. There's a final slash coming out here as they track everybody back. But Estes, he's got the heals. He's keeping everybody alive. The vengeance before there's the praises rock as they take down 1. They take down 2. Basha, he should be the next of 4 as Obsidian. She's eating everybody alive. So the base was being locked onto it so close. It's a 3-0 exchange. Is this a possibility of a win right now? With a mid lane push, they don't have any minions. That's the problem. 20 seconds is not enough time.
Oh, well, we will see the next minion wave coming through here. It is Arlord and Estes left to defend the base. If they can take this turret, they should try and push here. At least get a tier 3 turret.
Yeah, they can with Obsidian. Oh, they managed to get the CC onto CC as she gets taken down here. It's a monster kill for this Obsidian. They melted the tier 3 turret. They take it down. Abraser's Wrath goes into the mix as they're gonna have to recall as the team is coming alive and online.
Yeah,
To do the defense.
well, Bucks here going in or trying to get that contest onto the blue buff. We do see the Presence Wrath gets committed. However, we do see the engagement does continue onto Xenagog. But Xenagog sustaining through everything. Danny picking up a killing spree. Will we see the follow-up? Arlord is onto Claude with that blazing duet. But could that be the cause? Hunter bonus onto Zushin. Obsidian coming in, finishing it up. That's a full team wipe.
This could be it. This could be that moment. They need to clear the wave. They need to give some opportunity for this Obsidian to get the lockout, but the waves are so pushed in. It's unbelievable. They only had Estes alive there to try to deal with it. They can't get the lockout to the turret. This is the time you retreat and go for the Lord.
Yeah, indeed. So just go and set that up, bro. I mean, this is ideally. I would go push a tier 1 turret in the top lane, seeing that that option is there. With that minion wave coming in, they should get this wave managed.
Yeah. It is the 18-minute Lord, right? So this is the tanky one. This Lord's going to be taken down so quickly, I don't think they're going to even get a chance to contest. Oh, but CC does go in! Right, she has to pop that second seal to come back. Arnold into the backline. He engages onto the Roger. Roger is so low, has to retreat. Meanwhile, look at the base. Look at the minions. They got the push hit here. Could that have been an opportunity to backdoor? I would have actually taken that opportunity.
Especially with the CC. But speaking of CC, Obsidia gets the kill onto CC once more.
God. Good Lord, is he going for the backdoor? I don't know. He's got the wave pushed in here. This tanky Lord is marching down the mid. Is this like it was in that last game, the funeral march in the mid lane? I don't know. Frederick moving in. He does have the immortality, so he goes in. It's going to be that Hunter boat coming out from the sun. Obsidia, she's just melting everybody. Locks onto the base. Synagogue from the dead have resurrected this match and take it 2-0.
Oh, GG's, though. Beautiful play. Just waiting for Xenagog to come into the late game to clutch it here at the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the match. Well, the second best of 3 series of the evening. Xenagog taking it 2-0 over El Cartel. So, El Cartel go and face off against Darkstar. That means it's Xenagog up against Saint Dynasty in the upper brackets.
And, well, this picking up double MVPs. Come on, both games.
10-1 and 8. GG's.
Yeah, the previous game was 10-0 and 1. So, I mean, that's like 20 kills, 9 assists, and 1 death. Overall, as a KDA, not bad.
Consistency is key, seems like, with Karma's rulebook.
Yeah. Oh, but what a game to conclude the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to watch.
Yeah, so, and on that note, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. It will be El Cartel up against Darkstar. So, ladies and gentlemen, same place, same time, right here at Waylander Gaming. Oshumzi, you want to say anything before we end the stream, bro?
Yeah. Obsidia good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you from the Waylander.